So, without further ado, we will get on with a recap and then we'll get back into it. So, you are, or were, all crew aboard the Lady Florence, serving under the tyrannical Captain Bloodwhip. For 3 weeks, you had sailed the waters around the Bahamas, the captain's only instruction being to watch out for a peninsula marked by 3 rock columns leaning to the west. Then one day, without warning, a cataclysmic hurricane descended upon you all. Cutting through the waves came a ship made entirely of bone. The wicked galleon rammed the side of the Lady Florence as skeleton marauders swarmed the decks. And though the crew fought desperately to repel the boarders, the damage was too great, and the Lady Florence went down with all hands. A handful of the crew washed up on the beaches of a small, unknown island, no more than a few miles across. The survivors began exploring the shoreline, scavenging what supplies they could, and attempting, vainly, to catch green sea turtles swimming just offshore. Before long, the castaways discovered other survivors, Skaggs, the first mate, and the cabin boy, Billy Knives, and the body of Captain Bloodwhip himself, his precious map tucked inside his shirt. Almost immediately, a fight broke out over the captain's hat, ending with Liam Patteringham murdering... is that the right name still? Murdering the first mate and claiming the hat as his own. Meanwhile, Reverend Proctor discovered an abandoned campsite while exploring the island, recovering a substantial cache of supplies in the process. He also found a trail of blood leading down the beach and into the sea. As evening fell, the pirates decided to make camp atop the lone hill at the island's centre. Billy Knives was taken down to the old campsite by Harker to keep watch, but as Harker turned back towards the hill, he heard a cry, and looking back, he saw Billy whipped up his feet and dragged screaming into the bushes. And that is where we left it, so that is where we will begin again. So let's move to... the Ireland.
Almost has our hands on.
So, here we are. Yes. So, Mr. Harker, you've just seen, like I say, there's a cry of terror and panic, and you whip round just in time to see Billy Knives whipped off his feet and dragged screaming in terror into the bushes.
I'm not going to go and investigate on my own, because that would be silly.
Okay, so the rest are up on the hill, on the campsite on top of the hill, which is about half a mile away.
That's the way I'll head. Well, that's the way I will run.
Okay. So you turn and run, and as you run away from the beach, the sound, these kind of screams of Billy's screams slowly fade behind you as you hear these wet, tearing sounds that finally cut off any sound that Billy is making. I think sooner rather than later, so you're running along. Can you give us an agility check?
I can. Agility. There we go. 15.
That looks to be a good success. So,
Team.
So in the darkness, you managed, despite the unevenness of the terrain and the ground being covered with bushes and undergrowth, you managed to keep your footing. And then from around a corner, from around a small bluff, comes staggering a figure. And I think this is time to introduce Nia Gash.
Me.
Oh. Okay. So Nia's a fairly big woman. She has got long, scraggly kind of dreadlocks that aren't clean or well kept. And she's wearing men's clothes.
Okay,
At least
so
she's keeping her mouth closed now, eh? She's had that problem with the teeth, didn't she?
Yeah.
So Grimjaw, Mr. Harker, you kind of pull up short as this figure just steps out of nowhere, and maybe your hand sort of drifts towards your weapon.
Shoot her, Dave.
But then you recognise Nia. She was one of the crew of the Florence.
So I will reach for the pistol that I'm carrying, but then once I realise, what's your name? Sorry, I've forgotten your name already. Is it Nia?
Nia, yeah.
Nia. I'll obviously. Yeah, I'll say where you be all this time. I won't do that all the time, by the way.
It was good, Dave. Keep it up, mate. It was good.
Well, I've been trying to find my way back to you. Where is the rest of the crew?
We have a camp up on the hill. I'll take you to the camp, and you can come and see the others, and then we'll head off.
Okay, so as you start to head up, you hear rustling in the bushes to your left, over here.
Okay.
Sounds like somebody or something moving low in the bushes. You can give me a let's see, what would there be? A presence check, both of you, if you like. Oh,
Reminder, we're rolling high, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Yes, rolling high.
What was that?
Okay. So, Mr. Harker, you're pretty sure there's maybe just one person sneaking up towards you through these bushes. Nia, on the other hand, you detect that you think there must be several, and it is not a person. You hear this beneath the sound of like the movement through the brush. You hear this chitinous clicking and clattering.
Okay. And I hear this all around us. Like there's not an opening where we could flee.
Just from this side.
Just from this side. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Coming up from the beach.
Okay. So yeah, so she's gonna look around at where she hears it quickly, and she yells, "Ambush!" and she starts running towards the opening.
Okay.
Like the opposite direction.
Okay. Oh, so north then, or you heading to the camp? You can probably see the camp.
Yes, towards the camp, away from the beach.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll throw the pistol, but I'll follow because I can hear at least one. I think you said,
Yeah.
so, yeah.
I mean, yeah. You say you think to you it sounds like a person, just one person, kind of creeping through the bushes.
I will follow Nia.
Okay. Can you both give me a agility check then, as you try and run in the dark through this tangled underbrush? Oh, okay. So as you go, so Nia's ahead. You can kind of picking your way through this underbrush, Harker. Maybe following some vague memory of the path that you followed down, or maybe an animal track. But ahead of you, Nia suddenly a foot catches on something, and she goes tumbling. She goes tumbling down into the brush. You can make another agility check to avoid sort of colliding and tripping over her.
Oh, come on.
Okay. So what do you do? Do you pull up short? Do you jump over, or?
Well, can I try and stop and pick her up?
You can, if that's what you want to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try that. I'll try and do a heroic thing early. Get it out of the way.
Okay. Okay, so you stop and help Nia to her feet. and then you hear something move coming up behind you, and through the breaking through the line of bushes, you see this spider like creature, almost like a cross between a spider and some kind of crab. It's about the size of a large dog.
Oh dear.
Semi-translucent, slender legs, and 17 eyes on stalks. And it looks a little in the, maybe you get a brief in the moonlight, get a brief glimpse of it, and it looks like this.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh dear.
okay.
Okay, so there we go. What are you doing?
Running if I can.
Okay.
Don't bring them back over here, mate. You leave them. You stay over there with them.
Is there just one at this point?
They just one. I think this confirms your suspicions. You only heard one person. What you thought was a person, but clearly it wasn't a person.
Well, I'm going to turn to Nia and say, "Hey, are we going to fight this thing, or are we running because we need to make a decision rapid if this thing is getting close?"
So in answer, Nia's going to get to her feet and start running.
There we go. That's the answer.
Okay, so yeah, I think Nia just runs. You help her up, and she just looks, sees this thing, and just runs. So whereas this spider-like creature doesn't hesitate. It kind of scuttles towards you. So can you give me another agility check, Mr. Harker, to see if you can get away from it before? Oh, wait. Okay, right, yeah. So you hightail it after Nia, then manage to glancing back over your shoulder when you feel it's safe to do so. You lose sight of this thing, and suddenly Harker, accompanied by another member of the crew of the Lady Florence who you haven't seen, come crashing, rushing into camp, into the firelight, where the rest of you are located.
Oh, fuck, they want my hat! Protect me!
I grab the hat.
Forget the hat. Forget the hat.
No.
We have got problems.
Did you find the thing that caused the blood?
I think so. But it was big. It was like a spider, and it had eyes, and we ran. And this is Nia, by the way. And obviously...
We know, she's been on the same ship as us.
Yeah, she's part of the crew.
Well, I mean that she's here, that she's a survivor, and she ran away after I helped her, so... Watch your back.
Is this true?
Well, spiders are not very dangerous. Look at the spider on my hand.
You're the
like that,
captain. You go check it out.
What? Yeah, I'm supposed to be giving the orders with my warm hat title.
Lead by example. Arr.
Alrighty then, you're wanker. Alrighty then, you ambush. I'll show ya. Come on, lads. Let's go kill this fucking spider.
I'll walk tentatively behind them if he's going. Is anybody else going?
I'm not. I know what's going on. Definitely.
I'm going to stay and pray for the party here.
I'll give it a while and see if he stops.
I'll take a few steps and then stop and just let him go by himself.
I'm just talking to myself. Like, I'm going to show these vankers. I'm going to show my bravado.
You show them.
They're going to show my worth.
You show them.
And then like, and you ready, lads, for some killing? What the fuck are you doing?
Is anybody joining?
No.
No, he's going by himself.
Oh my fuck! The cowards, the pirates, you call
I
yourself.
pretended to go with him, so he thought he was going with somebody, but he's not. He's going himself.
Captain, if I might suggest, if I might suggest an alternative approach, perhaps we are stronger in numbers. Perhaps if we stayed here, the creature, whichever it may be, may have a different opinion of whether it should attack us or not. But one lone but brave captain would perhaps might favour the odds. I caution you to reconsider this strategy, my son.
You'll be outnumbered. There's more than one.
Oh, she talked much better than you, Reverend. You need to talk to short, not
When
longer.
I was at the beach, I saw the knives boy disappear. And then I saw Nia, and then we heard this thing, and it was a spider, and yeah, I'm
Just a spider?
it was big. It wasn't
Just a big
spider.
spider.
It was big.
How big can a spider
Have you been
be?
drinking too much rum, maybe, matey?
Go check it out.
Not enough.
I invite
maybe.
you to go and check it out.
How big can a
I'm
spider
Alright.
telling
be?
you, there's more than one.
Then how have you not seen that before now, then? This is not a big island.
You saw the blood?
It's not fast
the
because
floor.
I outran it, and Nia outran it. So if you go check it out, and if you can run fast,
Was it still chasing after you? Is it coming up here?
it might be.
Captain,
Yes.
I'll get my
I have a
minigun
fighting
ready.
sword. Yep.
Yes.
yeah, but
It might
Yes,
be.
sir. Yes, Reverend.
would you care to take a pistol with you?
Already somebody will give me a pistol, then sure.
Take
I
your
have
line.
a pistol. You can.
I pick up a
Take with you,
stick off the
Captain.
ground. Here's a big stick.
What a big...
Maybe you should do a prayer for him, just in case.
I'm going to pray for him.
Look, I'll use my spyglass. We look on the hill, the high ground, and I can check in the direction with my spyglass if you're lucky. It's dark at the moment, I think. It's dark at the moment, the game master.
It is dark indeed. Yes, it is
dark
indeed.
And spyglass is
I'm-
no use then.
I'm just making sure that my weapon's loaded, and I'm ready to defend myself.
Okay, while you're all kind of
got a
arguing,
gun.
bickering, and doing whatever else, one of these this this huge spider-like crustacean comes scuttling into up to the top of the hill, and appears at the very edge of the firelight.
You scuttle
I'm
away,
just
you
looking at
spooky
spiders.
bastard.
Or should I have been drinking too much rum too, maybe? There's a big spider over there, for fucking hell.
Shoot it with that pistol.
No,
You're
shoot
talking
it.
about.
Shoot it, Captain.
Yeah, I'm
Is it
shooting
loaded?
it. I don't have the pistol in my inventory. I can't do it in the attack, but I don't have the pistol in my inventory.
I give him the flintlock, but no ball or powder.
So you give it.
Gonna
It's
throw
not
it.
allowed,
And then
Reverend.
we all start taking steps back and he doesn't notice.
It needs to be loaded. I thought you might realise that. I do apologise.
So I think Liam, you need to, if you go onto your character sheet, and you need to click individual initiative. I think since
Alright,
everybody else
then.
has backed off.
But I'm a pacifist. I can't fight. I'm sorry.
It's a
no,
bug.
apparently Mr. Harker's
Another
stepping
word
in to
for
assist you with-
pacifist is bait.
Look, I've got Liam Bugman Patteringham. I'm used to bugs.
Can I
Oh.
stand back, but if it gets bad, then step in?
I'm rolling mine just in case, I suppose.
It's just before everybody else keeps rolling. It's just Liam.
Is it just Liam? Right, okay.
Yeah,
You're
just
bad, Gary.
Okay.
Gary and Dave, bad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Bad eggs.
Okay. So I believe that means you go. You can act first.
You've got this, Captain. I believe in you.
What are you
Alright
doing?
then. Well, I'm going to attack it, and I have a feature that calls Swordmaster, which makes it easier for me to more damage. I think it was.
That'll help with the
and
pistol eye.
what does that feature do exactly? Let's see. So, you put it in chat. Excellent. So you master the art of swordplay. You get -2 to the DR when attacking with any kind of sword. Excellent. So, this as a So this thing has no armor. It looks like I say, it's kind of got thin, almost translucent looking skin. His legs look like slightly armored, like crab's legs, but the majority of its body looks quite soft and squishy and vulnerable. So yeah, you can if you want to click on your sword, then
Yeah, is it D10 or?
it will. Yeah, so that will lower it to a D10. Yeah.
Give it hell,
Yeah,
Captain.
10.
Give it hell. Go my your Captain.
You're going to shower.
I
shite.
snatch your
Oh,
hand.
Well, that's it. Plus your strength. That gives you 12. So if you want to click on the roll damage button.
Roll damage button. Let's say there we
Was that a hit?
go.
Well done. Oh, come on.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice.
Well done, Captain.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, you what is it you got using? Is it a what kind of weapon is it?
Your
A
hat
small
remains
sword.
on your head for
A
now.
small sword. So do you want to tell us what you do?
Or
Explain.
well, by the looking at the art there, my character will go in and just try to cleave the top half of the head of the spider, or go for the head.
Okay. Okay. So you kind of swing it and lop off several of these stalks with these eye stalks, and the others some of the others like instantly retract, so they kind of like shorten themselves. Let's see, does it? Okay, and with that, it turns and scuttles off. You can, if you want to pursue it, you can maybe get a free attack on it.
If I can get a free attack before he runs out, then I will do that before I.
Yeah, you will have to pursue it. You'll kind of.
Oh, I have to
you'll
pursue it,
to-
and I will not pursue it. No.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking
It'd
around.
be good eating on that, Captain. Get it. Show him why you're Captain.
What?
Kill it. You can do
Look,
it.
it's the
that,
first time I
it's
see a
gonna
big
come back
spider
with
that's like
friends.
that.
I believe
And
in you.
if our witch you said there's more to them, I'm not gonna go in there alone. I'm not that stupid. But now it's shown. You
Yeah,
know my skirt now,
don't-
so do not question me.
Don't
Go
don't
follow the
underestimate
hat.
yourself like that. You are that stupid. You are.
What the fuck, mate?
Maybe if you're
I'm the
going,
Warm Hatter, for
leave the
fuck's
hat
sake.
behind.
Get after it.
They're saying.
If he takes the hat, we have to follow.
I'm not gonna go after her unless someone else comes with me.
I'll come with you. Let's go.
All right.
Because if this thing has got more friends, it's going to come back.
We could just leave.
How
Find
can
that
we leave?
ship.
We don't have a ship. The river
Reverend
lied to
has
us.
a ship.
Swim across to the other
Reverend
island.
lied to us, exactly.
Let's go, Liam.
All right. You are a good lad, Grimjaw. Let's go.
Oh, they're going to pursue this thing.
Go on, lads.
Okay.
You heroes.
So you two head off down the hill. Give us a presence check, one of you.
Well, I'll let you do that, Liam.
All righty then. Let's see if I'm lucky. I am not lucky.
Okay. Right. Okay, so you kind of you head down and you can see the trail. At first you can't see this creature, but you see on the ground a trail of blood. Like it's kind of blackish red in colour. And it's kind of like trail that leads down from the hilltop and into the bushes. But then you lose. You can't see it beyond that any further. But while you're looking, you fail to notice two of these things emerging from the bush to the side of you.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
We are surrounded to Grimjaw.
We have to learn a lesson tonight, Dave. So you get
Give us a
playing
trap!
heroes.
Let's put you in.
Just grab his hat and run back up it.
I grabbed this hat.
Count it. Yeah. Okay.
Any
So
individual roll
let's,
them?
let me see. I'm going to. So let me set up as a combat encounter. So one of you needs to click the party initiative button.
You do it, Grimjaw. You'll do it.
Okay.
It's on your character sheet. The party one.
Oh,
Enemies go first. Excellent.
Rest in peace.
Okay.
Rest in peace, boys.
Right. Radio. So can you? So as I say, I don't make any make little to no rolls. So you are each attacked on your character sheet on the combat tab. You will see a button that says defend. So if you want to click your defend button, we'll do one. Don't do them all at once. We'll. So who's going to go first?
right, so, Liam.
All right, I'll go first. And is it D12?
It's just a defend button on your character on the combat tab. At the bottom, you'll see a button that says defend.
All right, let's see. Roll.
Unlucky, mate.
Oh dear.
Okay. We have a fate point thing, a luck point. We have a meta currency, don't we, to reroll stuff?
Devil's Luck.
Devil's luck.
You
That's
do.
the
You
one.
can. Yeah, you've got Devil's Luck. So yeah, it's worth
That's
mentioning,
right.
bringing that up again. So you've got Devil's Luck. So Devil's Luck can be spent to deal maximum damage with one attack. You can lower the damage dealt to you by a d6. You can re-roll cause the re-roll of a dice. You can neutralize a critical or a fumble. Or you can spend one to lower a test by 4, but you have to do that before you roll.
Right, I need to do. All right. Then.
But you can cause a re-roll if you want of your dice.
I want to reroll my defense button if that's my. I will use my last.
Yeah, because you
Could
can.
negate the damage
Yeah.
that you're about to take.
Oh, negate. Yeah, can you do that to you? You know, but yeah, I'll wait for to the damage first. Shall I roll the
You
damage?
want to? So it's going to be no. It's going to have to be. You
Okay.
want to know before. So you can't. If you re-roll, if you get the damage, then you can re-roll the damage, but not the hit. So you can have
Okay.
the defend re-roll now, or you can see what damage you're going to take, and and re-roll the damage or reduce the damage. It's up to you.
I reroll the defense dice.
Okay, so just click on defend again then.
Oh, it was. Ooh.
Yep. So that's a successful defense.
better.
You dodge out the way.
Ooh. I thought it was gonna
Okay.
roll one there.
So, Mr. Harker, if you would do the same. Don't forget, you can spend a Devil's Luck if you wish to lower the difficulty beforehand.
I haven't
But
got any
you
Devil's Luck.
You haven't got any Devil's Luck left. Oh dear. That's unfortunate.
That doesn't refresh.
We
at the
haven't
start of a
we haven't
session
had a
or
long
anything,
rest,
does it?
have we?
You have not had a long rest. No,
No.
this would have been tonight. Would have been the rest.
Oh dear.
Oh,
dear.
oh, that's a fumble.
Oh dear.
So so unless you spend a Devil's Luck, which you so you could spend a Devil's Luck to cancel out the fumble, but unfortunately you've got no Devil's Luck. So that means you take so if on a fumble, on a
Double
defensive
damage.
fumble, that means you take double damage, and your armor is reduced by 1 tier if you have any armor, which you do not.
Is the clothes
okay.
count as armor?
This is
It is kind of counts as armor, but it has no defensive value. So your clothes are shredded. You are almost it rips your clothes from your body, leaving you with little to cover your decency. But it doesn't matter. You will probably be dead in a moment. Okay, so
say it.
double damage.
You're going to be dead with your
So it's
this
double
was
damage.
planned.
So you take 6 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm gone.
R.I.P. Grimjaw.
I've only got 5.
You've only got 5. Okay. Okay. So
Nope.
so
Can't
we'll
even
say
do the
we'll say.
saving things.
You what? Sorry.
Can you even do the saving rolls because it's past his full HP?
Do the what? Sorry.
Like saving roll things, where you can be like down and stuff instead.
No, it will be. So I'm going to be kind. I'll let you have a give us a toughness roll, and if you succeed, I will say that you're on 0 instead of negative. Because normally, if you go into negative,
How far are they away now, Phil? From the
they are out of sight. You can't see. None of you can see them. Okay. So Liam, this spider-like creature grabs hold of Grimjaw with its pincers, tearing his clothes, and drags his unconscious body off into the brush. The other one retreating with it as they both kind of begin tearing and fighting over the body.
Okay, so they are sort of distracted by the body.
They're
So
fighting over the wrong
yes,
one. It's the wrong one. He's not even wearing the hat. They're fighting over the wrong body.
I'm gonna go for the one they are distracted
I'm-
by Grimjaw. Then.
You're gonna go for them, or you're gonna?
Yeah, gonna go swing at them while they are distracted. by
Okay. Okay.
Run,
so yeah,
you fool.
Grimjaw Harker is dead.
To God's Potter. Never mind.
R.I.P. Grimjaw.
We might reuse for convenience sake. We might reuse your portrait.
You have to redo the overlay.
Well, only the tag.
Just the name, yeah. It's easy peasy.
Yeah, so you can so we'll come to that in a minute anyway. So okay, so Liam, you're going to attack one of these things. So go on then. You can I'll lower the difficulty rating because you're attacking it as they're moving away. So it'll be an 8 instead of a 12.
Okie dokie.
Yes.
Ooh, and the roll damage. A 2.
Oh. There we go. Okay, so it's 2 points of damage. Okay, so you stab this thing in its rear end, and it gives out a screech, and I think it turns on you. It turns on you, and it attacks. So you can roll. Click on the party initiative again, if you would.
One initiative. Okie dokie.
Yeah, can we do it that way? So you go first.
Nice.
All right. Then
Okay.
I would want to attack then if that's my turn again. Or-
Yep. So it's a normal difficulty this time.
Okay, so 10 because of my swordmaster. Let's see.
Get him, Cap.
Oh no, that's not good.
That's a miss. Okay. So you lunge at it, but yeah, your kind of sword just clips, just kind of catches the brush instead and gets caught briefly tangled up in the brush as you swing at it, and then it attacks you. Can you make a defend roll, please?
Oh,
That's a fumble. You can spend a
dear.
devil's luck if you have one.
I use all my luck today. I use all my 2 luck.
Oh dear.
Oh, dear.
Oh dear.
Oh, no.
Bye, Captain. We're
Okay.
gonna get to fight over the hat again, at least.
So you take 6 points of damage.
I'm gone. David. Get out of my car!
So yeah, you hear strangled screams from down the hill, and then silence.
I,
We all just look at each other.
might I suggest we go in search of our compadre, because we could pray to the Lord and see whether we could. I mean, it sounds very bad. Something very bad's happened, but if there's only 3 of us left, what chances have we to survive? Even though they were 2 most impetuous members of our party, nevertheless, they might have learned a lesson from dreadful experience. If we can save their souls, I urge you to follow me down the hill, and we'll
You
see
want
whether
to
we.
pray away the spiders?
We must put our faith
Definitely
in the
sounded
Lord.
like them dying.
But the thing is this here: if we don't deal with the spiders, they will deal with us. They're going to eat again tomorrow, the day after. We have to try and save our compadres now, before it's too late. My prayers will be less efficacious the longer we leave it. I do urge you to come with me, to protect me whilst I minister to these poor creatures.
Let me first imbibe some holy water. I'm gonna grab a thing of rum.
Aren't you keen, my friend, to acquire the hat that Liam was wearing? Won't you come and recover the hat with me?
For the hat!
I'll do it for the hat.
For the
Are you
hat.
going to
I'm-
fight?
I'm musket in hand still. I'm going to start making my way down the hill to where the noises came from, where we last saw the Liam and Grimjaw departing the hilltop.
Okay. Right. And what's everybody else doing?
I hope you're following me.
Can I just call out on the island and say, if anyone else is alive and pretending to be dead, can you come and help? And then I'm gonna fly.
You can't have replacement sack quickly.
I'm following you, I'm following you. I'm 50 feet behind,
Oh,
but I'm
thank you.
following.
I'll follow.
Bless you, child. Bless you.
Okay. So
Yeah,
the Reverend.
I'm not staying here by myself either, so I'm gonna follow too.
Bless
You can just wait for the new party to arrive.
Can we not just wait until they arrive? We're a bit low in numbers right now.
Come on,
anyone out
guys, come on.
TPK, TPK.
Great
For
numbers.
the hat. For the hat.
For the hat, for the hat. Let's do it for the hat, guys. Let's get the hat. Without a hat, we have no captain. Without a captain, we are no crew. Let's get the hat.
They might be
That
feasting
was
on
the
their
most
bodies and we'll have a
motivational
chance
thing
to
I've ever
surprise them.
said, guys. We better respond. We better do it. That was peak roleplay.
And
That's as good as I
actually,
get.
Phil, as we make our way, I'm going to mutter a little
Hobble
prayer.
along as you with your
Oh,
crutch.
hobbling along, musket and my one good leg. Yeah, and I'm going to cast Holy Protection upon myself.
Okay.
On yourself.
do you wanna tell us
Because
what-
I've only got 1 hit point. I cannot afford to take any damage.
Okay. Thou or thine ally gains -4 to DR to defend for 1 attack. Use this at any time, including after a roll. It
Okay, I'll wait till after a roll.
Does not take a fight action.
I'll wait till after roll, Phil, if I may.
Yeah, so you can do it as like as a
Yes,
response
a reaction. Yeah,
so.
yeah. So hobble on down to where the still warm bodies of our compatriots might be found in whole
Okay.
or maybe chewed away. I don't know.
Radio. So you're all going then, or is
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, eventually.
Radio. So so you're at the back then. So I guess it's the Reverend and Nia and Helga and then
Aye, ladies first.
Jamie taking the rear. Radio. Give so you can all make a. You can either spend a devil's luck. One person can either spend a devil's luck to automatically find them, or you can.
I will spend
Oh,
the
you-
devil to automatically find them.
Okay.
Thank you,
Right
guys.
then. So.
You're welcome.
So you manage to follow the trail down to the southeastern beach, where you find the bodies of Liam and Grimjaw, Mr. Harker.
I mean, I find
Who
a
we
hat.
see
There may be a
first?
body attached there, but I find a hat, essentially.
Oh, the hat! Is it? Give rolls a d6 if you would.
One of the crabs is just wearing the hat
Liam.
running off.
Jamie.
6.
Oh, okay. So yeah, the hat is no longer on Liam's head. It lies as you come down to the beach, catching up the others. You kick it with your foot. It lies just kind of caught on one of the bushes at the edge of the beach.
Grab it.
Okay, you grab it and pull it firmly down on
Put
your
on
head.
the the fucking captain now. Come on.
That woman.
That one.
Yes. Ooh, Christ.
So who do we see first, Phil?
Giant.
You
Grimjaw.
see, yeah, Grimjaw, obviously, because it's huge.
Right, so I'm going to kneel by Grimshaw.
He is surrounded by these
okay.
spiders.
Right, okay.
You said it now.
You can just kneel for your new captain instead. Just bow down. Just bow down before me. Appreciate it. Thank you.
So
Get overrun by crabs.
I'm going, if I may, then I
overrun the
charge my
crowd.
musket one of the foul, devilish creatures.
Okay, you're going to try. So one of the ones that's feasting on Mr. Harker. Mr. Harker.
I'll pull my sword
Yes.
out now.
Okay.
It's not sword, it's an axe.
Okay. Radio.
Shall I discharge it?
Just 1 second. Excuse me. I'm going to put everybody into a combat situation. Let's
Combat? It doesn't know I'm there. It's too busy feasting.
begin.
Let me shoot it. Games Master.
Too busy munching on Grimjaw's testicles, we get a surprise hit on it.
I will give you a free shot since they are busy. Eating.
Come on. Do
So
we all, is that
maybe
all of
we
us?
should-
I'm going to charge in as well.
Dead.
Come on, boys, for your new captain. Let's do it.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'll let you for this first round. Now, I'll let you. You've kind of got the upper hand, so yeah. act before these creatures because they're busy tearing chunks out of Liam and Grimjaw.
So
Bill,
everybody can.
I've not equipped myself with any ammo, but you remember we bought the bucket of powder and the balls from the sea.
Yes. 1 second. I shall.
It won't let me attack. I have to put it in the equipment, presumably.
I'll get you some balls.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Shot.
Give me sword, dude.
Um,
I'm the captain now.
okay. It's not really company.
I love the fact that we just steal the hat and you're the captain. That's the best way to decide.
That's in your mind.
Fuck
That's in your
democracy.
mind, that
Who
is.
needs democracy when you've got a hat method? The hat method is perfect.
I love it.
He who
I
holds
love
the
This
hat.
is why it's
Last
not
one's
a game, right?
Rounds of
You
shot.
have this adventure planned out, and then it all becomes about the goddamn hat. That was never.
It was the,
Nobody saw that. No one saw
Whoever
that.
ends the campaign wearing it wins.
Yep, the winner at the
There
end
you
of
go.
the game
You've
is
got some
whoever's
rounds of
wearing
shot.
May I
Rounds
shoot?
of
You say, Phil?
Yeah, you can,
Ah,
and I will let you lower the difficulty class by 4 as well, as if you had spent a devil's luck for this first one,
Brilliant.
because they are like I say, they're otherwise occupied.
You're
In a
most
way.
generous.
that. Okay,
I am most generous.
It's because he knows we're most stupid. Yay.
Okay, so that is a hit.
Yeah.
So if you would like to roll the damage for your musket.
Yeah.
Oh,
Obliterated,
Oh.
surely.
oh, so you shoot
Beautiful
it in the
stuff.
head, and its head, yeah, it's sort of eye stalks and the rest of its head just kind of shoot off, like scatter in different directions as its headless body slumps forward onto Grimjaw's body. I need to give
The other spider clearly automatically fails a morale roll. And
well, we will see if they fail a morale check or not. They stand firm. They stand firm.
Very nice, Gary.
well done.
But yes, I
so-
did say you could. The rest of you could have a. So it is. So who's going? You can have a free action.
I shall give it a stabberoo as well. I will attempt to anyway.
I am going to say that you can't get free action because you chose the hat.
All I did was pick up a hat. Surely I can still run over and whack this thing.
I agree, he should get an action.
I mean, it doesn't take long to pick up a
So
hat.
the hat requires sort of tension. So yeah,
no, because it was
your free
written,
action is-
no, because this head was born ready for the captain's hat, so it fit perfectly.
Well,
without
I
any
would
adjustment.
argue that then you take even more time aligning.
You probably banged on about it. I'll do it. Going, I'm the captain now.
Yeah.
I'm the fucking captain. That's why I
So-
should get a shot.
Use your action bragging.
Because I'm the fucking captain.
Yeah. So Liam, no, you cannot act. You have used your action to claim the hat. But Nia and
Helga.
Helga, of course. Nia and Helga can take an action if they wish.
Look, if you'd be so
Free
good
action.
to distract the spider whilst I minister to Grimjaw, it'd be most appreciated.
Let's see. I'm gonna run at it with some cutlasses
Okay.
in both hands. Whichever one looks like it's further away from the other two.
So the other two are on the body, feasting on the body of Liam.
Okay. I'll try and
Well-
slice at one.
Charged.
Okay. So let's just drag you.
If I miss, I'll
Alrighty.
chop up.
Okay. So you have the opportunity to spend Devil's Luck before making a roll if you wish.
They're eating his
Okay.
rectum.
Is it
for
just to
It will-
reduce the
part of
DC?
So it'll lower the DC. I mean, at the moment, like I said, you got a free. No, sorry, go. Yeah, so you can lower. You can spend one to lower the DR by 4 if you want.
Okay.
You guys have
Okay.
all got luck
So if
points.
you reduce your Devil's Luck by 1, and then when you click on the attack button, you can set the DR to 8 instead of 12.
Oh,
Oh my god. It did not help
Oh
me.
dear,
I was
that
gonna
is a
settle on
fumble.
the 19
So
there.
um,
Weapon breaks.
unless you spend another Devil's Luck, your weapon will be broken or lost.
Did you say, Phil, we can't cast devil's luck for other people in the party?
No, because there's
Even
more
though
than 4
Phil-
players.
Even though, Phil, we're currently down 2 players.
We're down 3 currently.
Only be on ourselves or
No, we're
You're
NPCs.
not
Four
damn
currently.
players, though, are you? You're damn characters, not
Oh, players, okay. all right.
unless somebody has been
Quick,
quite.
perspective.
Oh, I'm losing connection. I'm sorry. I'm losing connection.
Right. So
Happy to lose my cutlass because I feel like I'll need the luck to stay
let's
alive.
see. Is it lost or is it broken? It is lost. You hurl it. You kind of swing, and it slips from your grasp, and you hear a splash as it lands in the dark waters of the ocean.
If I use my luck as well, don't I need to do my lucky devil thing?
You do need to do your lucky devil thing. Yes.
Okay, I need to draw a playing card.
Yep.
5 of
On the
hearts.
5 hearts. That does nothing, I believe.
It's
It's got to be a 9 or higher.
9 or above. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that does nothing.
Do I have time to look my rapier to the good Helga?
I've got
No.
whip, it's fine.
Not at the moment. So Nia, is Nia doing anything?
Yeah, Nia only has a belaying pin. But she'll run up and try to swat the vermin away with it.
Just bare your teeth, that'll scare it.
Give us. Do you want to spend any devil's luck to lower the difficulty, or?
No, I'll just roll.
Okay, so yeah, just give us a. Click on the combat tab for your belaying pin on the tap button, and it'll be set to DR12. You can just go ahead.
Do I click attack or what am I clicking?
Yeah, so on your combat tab, you click the black attack button that's next to the weapon you're using.
Okay. Nothing is doing anything.
You can click on it for you if you want.
Is it glitched out because of doing the auto roll
Yeah,
thing?
it might be. It's not doing anything. It's just. Yeah, you can go ahead and do it. It's.
Okay. Okay. Might maybe if you refresh Foundry, it might.
I will. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a miss, unfortunately. That's a miss. Okay, so then we need a party initiative. So does somebody want to click the party initiative? Only one person on their character sheet. Click
Captain?
Party initiative.
Captain.
Okay, so you go first. So who's going first?
Well,
So you choose who goes first out of you.
what's the reloading situation with muskets, Phil?
Muskets, it takes an action to reload it.
I shall make
I
my attack soon as I never
action.
last round.
I'll reload the musket this round. That'll be my action whenever that happens.
Okay.
And I will stab. If you'll allow it this time.
Oh, a reload takes 2 actions. Reloading a musket takes 2 actions.
Okay, well I'm not going to
We
do
help
that
each other?
No.
No.
You can't help each other reload the musket. That will probably take even longer.
So is the spider still by Grimjaw's body?
No. So you've killed
Right.
the one that was feasting on the other 2. Oh yes, so there's 2 by Grimjaw. Sorry, yes.
Well, we killed one.
You
One
killed the
speed.
one that was on. Oh no, you killed the one that was on Grimjaw. The other 2 were on Liam. Sorry, I can't
Yeah.
see the thing. 'cause
So
it's stupid names.
the one that we've engaged in combat, is that still on Grimjaw's body?
It is dead.
One of them. That one's.
There was
The one
two.
that was no, there's 2 on Liam, and there was 1
Yeah.
on Grimjaw. The one that was on Grimjaw is dead. You shot it
Oh,
dead.
right. So Grimjaw is free of spiders.
Yes.
Right. In which case, I'm going to go first, Captain. If that's all right. I'm
Mate.
going to kneel down by the warm carcass of Grimjaw, my hand's going to put place on his chest, unless it's very bloody. I'll place it so it's not very bloody. On his body, and I'm going to utter a prayer. Lamb of God, who takes away the sins of the world, spare us, O Lord. Lamb of God, who takes away the sins of the world, graciously hear us, O Lord. Lamb of God, who takes away the sins of the world, have mercy on us.
I think that's more than enough. We've only got 6
I'm not
seconds.
finished.
The rest will be garbled as you're being eaten.
Arise now, child, in the mercy of our sweet, loving Mother of God. And I'm going to cast
Amen.
Death Ward.
Okay, so click on the cast button.
Nice.
What happened?
You just clicked on the description of it.
You need to
I clicked on cast.
Oh.
No prayer uses remaining. What? What?
Is it because you clicked on the other one earlier?
Yes.
The Holy Protection.
Oh,
Probably used up.
oh yeah. So we'll. I shall rest you. Why is your hit point set to -10?
Why
It
is
does for my
that?
characters too. I'll always go minus HP every time I do something for some strange reason.
I was
Like NPCs are affecting.
Okay, I'll just rest your character
This means I'm not going to be able to bring Liam back.
You can bring them back as a zombie if you get a fumble.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, that's
But you didn't
fun.
you didn't actually cast the ward. I mean the protection thing, did you? So I'll just rest you
No.
to get your should get your spell points back.
Okay. Nope, don't like it.
No,
No prayer uses left.
no.
You had
What
to
has
praise on
forsaken you?
the other tab.
Okay, just so if you just roll the check. Just don't roll it on the character sheet. I'll just do it manually. So
Okay.
to cast it, while figuring out why that's working.
It is a so what? It's a DR10.
So you're making a spirit test. So click on spirit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe that's what you're going to do anyway, eh?
Oh, oh my days!
Excuse me, before you all get excited, I have one devil's luck left, which I will now be spending.
You're not allowed,
Yeah, so
you're not allowed to
that-
spend it on fumbles. It's a new house rule that I've just invented for the sake of I want Dave to be a zombie.
Let him spend it and he'll get another one.
Yes.
So it doesn't. It's not a re-roll. It just cancels it. So it's still a fail. It just means it's not a fumble.
Oh, so I can't do anything about it.
So it's zombie or dead.
So if you want to spend the devil's luck, it will cancel out the fumble, which in this case would you would resurrect Grim Harker, but it was come back as a zombie and attack you.
Let's go in this.
With
Come
no,
on.
it's,
Is this-
I want a zombie.
is this-
I want a zombie Grimjaw with his testicles all
Is
chewed off.
this, I suggest this would be a moment for a quick time out. A dramatic cliffhanger.
We can take a quick. I suppose we can take a quick time out.
Will he be a zombie?
Let's take a moment. We can see if we can fix the character sheet, and we'll come back and see whether Reverend Proctor decides to face zombie Grimjaw or leave him just dead. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we're back. We'll be back in a moment. And we're back. We're going to see what. So, Reverend Proctor, what is your decision? Are you spending your devil looks to cancel that fumble, or are you letting it stand and see Grimjaw rise as a zombie?
Well, let's consider this in character. What would Jesus do? What did
Jesus
Jesus
do
say?
Resurrect.
Jesus was a big fan of
God.
rising as a zombie. Aye, he was.
In his
Zombie
moments of
Jesus.
agony,
Yeah, if you think deeply, he came back as a zombie.
the Lord said, "Not my will, but yours be done." If the dice have chosen to bring Grimjaw back as a zombie, then so must it be.
No.
I love it. I love it.
Okay. So at first, there's zombie Grimjaw. So we'll at least at first be a hostile zombie.
Should we contain him?
Because his immediate action upon resurrection is to attack the Reverend.
Yep. Whereupon, realizing that the prayer had gone terribly wrong, I will now cast Holy Protection upon myself as a reaction. Well, actually, let's see what he rolls. Sorry, we're being premature again.
Do I have to roll for this?
Well, you mean the automatic hit?
I was going to say no. If the GM rolls, because
Oh, I see. Yeah.
No, so this is going to be. So this is we're going to say the zombies and NPCs at this moment in time. So the Reverend, you need to make a defend roll.
Indeed, sir.
I don't believe you can cast. Oh, have you cast Death Ward?
Yes, I can, and it's a free action, and we determine it could be done as
Yeah. Okay. So you need to make a DR, a spirit test, to make sure it works. So it does work.
No, sorry, Phil. That was a defend roll.
Oh, that was a defend roll. Okay. Yeah. So you were hit.
I'm hit. No, I'm
apparently
not.
So.
Let's roll. Let's go for the.
That was a DR14.
It was a DR14, yeah.
Wow. Right. Okay. So we'll go for the. We'll do the holy ward, the holy protection. So that's a. What is it, Phil?
What's that? Sorry, what are you talking about?
Holy protection.
So holy protection is tails.
Thou or thine ally gets -4 to DRs to defend for one attack. Use this anytime, including after a roll. Does not take a thigh action.
So
basically, the DR was 12, was 14. So you can reduce it if you do the holy protection. It essentially reduce that 14 to a 10, which would mean you were successful in defending.
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
Right. Okay.
Is a DR supposed to be 14?
Apparently for that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. For whatever reason, yes, it was a 14. Right. Yeah. So is anybody else left to act? Leah. I think that's it. That was first. You were the first person to act. Yes. Yeah. No, that. So the Reverend was the first person to act. So he wanted to try and resurrect Grimjaw.
Yeah.
I'm going to run and try and put an axe into the remaining spider crab thing.
Okay, there's 2 remaining spider crab things.
No, there's 1 remaining.
2.
No, there's 2. Let them meet, Captain. Let him meet Liam. Deal with
that one's dead.
Deal with Grimjaw.
That one's gone. These 2 that are trying to eat Liam are alive.
Okay, change
Let
the
him
plan.
eat him.
Helga tried to hit one, but she threw her sword into the sea instead.
Try and bury this axe into zombie Grimjaw. Grimjaw.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Can you tell it's him as a zombie?
That's what the Reverend said.
Yeah, well, you'll all have seen Grimjaw suddenly get up from the off the ground.
Looks the same.
We've all seen zombies
It does
before.
look the same. He doesn't. Well, he's not distinguishable as a zombie. He's got up, so he's not not suddenly gone green. Or anything.
He's got like
right, and he's not
fresh zombie. So he's got the wounds and things.
And he's not attacked anybody yet either.
He has attacked the Reverend.
Oh, he has. Right. Okay, I'll go for him then.
Yeah. So so kind of go mindlessly try to find the Reverend.
I am going to go for him. Do I get a +10 on this because he's a dick?
No, you can spend a devil's luck to make.
Do I have any devil's luck?
Oh dear, that's unfortunate. So you swing with your body axe and miss.
Swish.
You miss this incredibly slow-moving zombie.
Everyone's just flinging weapons, missing each other.
At least I didn't throw mine in the sea.
What is Nia doing?
Yeah, Nia will try to back the captain up and attack with her ineffective belaying pin once again.
Okay. Okay. So if you want to try, see if the button will work this time. There we go.
Hey.
It's a
Oh.
12.
Almost a 2.
That's a hit. That's a hit. So you click on the roll damage button that's in the chat.
How much health has Grimjaw got? If we
Well,
know.
it's no.
Okay.
-1. Come on.
Okay. Right. So you crack Zombie Grimjaw in the head, splitting open his skull, and he is dead again.
Yay.
Acquiesce de Pache.
What is Helga doing?
I imagine Helga's just missed that entire thing, so she doesn't even know he came back to life. I'm just going to hit a crab with my whip that I have.
With
and
your
hopefully
whip,
not fuck
okay.
that in the
So
water.
you can do that from a slight distance, I believe. Can you?
It says melee.
10-foot reach. So yeah, you wouldn't have to be. You've got 10-foot reach. It's a class. It's a melee weapon, but you attack from 10 feet away
I will
rather than being
attack
right
from-
next to it.
Far away.
Okay, which means you can attack and safely get away without having to make a test. Right, go on then. Click on the attack button. And you miss.
At least I didn't chuck it.
Crack the whip at empty air.
At least
So that's everybody's gone. So it is now the spiders, and I guess they are going to make a roll. Oh, they stand firm.
Oh, they're tough ones. Oh my days.
They stand
I wasn't scared
firm.
by missing attacks.
And I'm going to say they stand firm. So, but what they do, they latch onto, they grab hold of Liam's body and drag him beneath the waves.
Pirate's funeral.
Away to Jones's locker with you.
No, he had items on him. New weapons.
Yeah, shit. I got the hat though. It's fine. I got the most important item.
Yeah. So there you go.
Goodbye, Liam. Goodbye, zombie Grimjaw.
Yep. What happened to Grimjaw? Why is he missing like a big chunk of his head?
Oh, Grimjaw fell over. Landed on a rock.
So yeah, that's that out of the way. So what are you doing now?
Back to camp.
Back to camp.
Rest in peace. Goodbye.
Ought we not to bury these poor souls? Can we
One's
spare
buried.
them?
One of them's in Davy Jones's locker already.
Can
I
we
can
check-
just stand and show him near the shore and they might take him away.
We should bury Grimjaw because he could come back again.
Yeah.
We should bury
Gonna
Grimjaw.
bury him upside down so he crawls down.
Or burn him.
Burning. Fuel for the fire at the hill, isn't it? Up top of the hill. You know, save some
think-
together.
I think we should burn him.
You grab a leg, I'll grab an arm.
Yeah, okay, we'll burn him in say a few hours.
Okay, so you're gonna drag his corpse back up to the hill and burn him on the campfire.
Well,
Then we all go to
I was,
sleep.
I was,
with
thi- I was,
burning
I was
Grimjaw.
thinking, I was thinking carry, but now that you mentioned drag, I didn't love the guy, so I suppose I'll just drag him.
Okay.
He's already got no clothes on, so it's not like we're gonna ruin them.
Any decency's already gone.
Vultures flying down trying to grab his penis as we drag him along the place.
His soul's in a better place. This cadaver was overtaken by something evil. We should burn it.
That's nice words, comforting words as a vulture tears off his foreskin.
Okay, so Captain Mockingbird, you help drag the corpse of Grimjaw up the hill and unceremoniously dump him onto the campfire.
No,
Yeah,
don't just dump them onto the
spreading
campfire.
black,
No, 'cause
foul-smelling smoke.
no, because we cook on that fire. We will make a separate fire. We'll make a funeral fire. We're no fucking savages. We cook on that fire.
We have no food to
Well,
cook.
we are savages, but we're not that kind of savages. We're not going to eat them, so he doesn't go on our just campfire, because that's our cooking fire. We will build a big funeral pyre for him.
Wait, Captain Mockingbird, might I suggest that we use the cadaver as bait to attract food we can eat?
That is absolutely atrocious. I love it. It's
If only someone
diabolical.
could speak
It's-
to birds.
It's diabolical, and I love it. Arr.
So there's one of these things. These one of those spider crab things dead on the beach as well.
Or we could try and cook that, see what it
Just eat
tastes like.
that. We could eat that for dinner,
Well, why not?
and then we can burn this full, and we don't have to use them for bait. Because what are you going to catch
Yes.
with a bait that size? A fucking shark. We don't really need to be messing with a shark, to be
Well,
honest.
no, Captain, you misunderstand me. Cut them into smaller pieces, Captain.
Oh, aye, that'll be fun.
I thought you were a man of God.
I am a man of God. This creature is no longer. This is not a thing of God.
You made him that way.
No. It was the devil's work, Helga.
Everybody keeps their knives and swords and cutlasses away from the Reverend until we burn this body.
Mine's in
place.
the ocean.
Reverend, no cutting a slice for later. We're gonna burn him. No taking a piece for a sandwich later, you fucking weirdo. We're gonna get rid of the whole body. And not on the cooking fire. We're going downwind a little bit to build a fucking funeral pyre.
I'm a GLP.
It's a terrible missed opportunity, Captain. It really is.
Right, who are we putting on the fire? Grimjaw? A spider?
Grimjaw,
Grimjaw's
yeah. No,
gone,
we can
hasn't
eat the
he?
spider. The
Grimjaw's-
spider had big crab legs.
Oh, no,
It'll be good
Grimjaw-
eating.
Oh no, Grimjaw is the carcass we've got. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
No,
So we're gonna
burning
build a
Grimjaw.
second fire, put Grimjaw on it, get a spider,
Downwind.
cook it.
Yes. And we'll cook some
eat
spider.
whichever one you prefer.
I've got a feeling her with the teeth might want to eat the one from the other fire. She was looking at it a bit funny. Like,
Toby Carver, it is. Oh, we can't say that on there, can we? I've just
What?
disparaged her. I said like a Toby Carver. Can't say it. Can you cut that bit out?
Oh, the carveries are available.
Obviously, other carveries are available.
Alright, we'll take a spider.
Okay. So you're gonna take the spider. So you're gonna leave Grimjaw's corpse on the beach and take the spiders.
no.
spider crab.
We are taking it and we're going to build a funeral pyre downwind a bit from camp.
Okay.
And we're going to burn his naked body.
Okay.
The guys can take Grimjaw. The rest of us
Okay.
will take the spider.
Okay. Radio. So yeah, you all return. So the few of you that have survived this encounter return to the camp at the top of the hill, and build a funeral pyre maybe a short distance away, and burn what remains of Grimjaw Harker, and then cook the corpse of this spider crab, this spider creature, on your campfire, and tearing off hunks of meat, and tentatively, eat
Excuse me.
it.
Sorry. I'm so sorry to interrupt, Phil. We haven't said grace. For what we are about to receive, may the Lord make us truly thankful. Amen.
Amen.
You make
Okay.
You make,
So you can all make a tough. Everybody who eats of the crab, eats of the spider crab, can make a toughness test.
What about if we eat Grimjaw?
It will be a toughness test of DR8.
Toughness. Where is toughness? Oh, it's up here.
We're all
DR8.
perfectly fine eating spider.
Oh, perfectly fine. Yes. So yeah, it's a little unpleasant. It's a little bit strange, a bit chewy, maybe a bit liquidy, kind of melts in your mouth a little bit. But you manage to keep it down, and it does fill that a little hole in your stomach.
I like to think we finish eating and then we look over and we're like, hang on, that's the one with the crab on.
Wrong fire.
Shit.
We won't be able to distinguish it now, Megan. Everything's fine.
One's crab shaped, one's Grimjaw shaped.
Listen, what happens on this island
yeah.
stays on this island.
Cannibalism, yay!
New characters are just like,
I mean, we desecrated one corpse, we might as well cannibalise this one.
There's one thing for sure. If there are any survivors from the ship that went down, they're hiding now. They ain't coming anywhere near us.
You don't want to be a corpse around us.
No.
But yeah, so after burning Harker and feasting on the corpse of this spider, you finally manage to settle down and get some sleep. And you wake the next morning to bright sunshine and the sound of the gulls. Sorry?
full HP.
You can roll. Click on the rest button on your character sheet.
Oh, yes.
A long rest, sir.
I did the devil's
It will be a long rest. Yeah, click on the rest button.
Well, actually, Bill.
And it'll be a long rest. You have had food and drink.
Yeah.
Nobody's infected, sick, or bleeding, so you don't need to check that. So yeah, just click on the
I'm
rest button.
mentally sick.
Hey.
Yeah, we know. And so is your character.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I like that. I like the
Hit
animation.
points
Mhm.
And a devil's luck.
Okay. So yeah,
Well,
it is the
Bill.
next day. Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
I've only got the one devil's luck I had before the long rest, and you get 1d4. It can't be still on one.
No,
can
it only refreshes if you've got 0. It only does it if you've got
It
0.
only refreshes if you've got none left.
Oh shit! Yeah, of course. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Thank you.
You have to
Thank
spend. You have to spend it all before, otherwise it won't. It won't.
Could I spend it? Retcon, I spent it before I ate the spider, just in case.
No.
I mean, didn't you? How many did you have? 3.
It depends. I got 1d4 per rest.
Okay. So
I'll give
it's
you
the next
something.
morning.
Yep.
Right, where's this
So-
ship then, Reverend, that you promised us?
Well, shall we
forgot.
pray first, and then Captain, and then
Morning.
anyway,
prayer.
that's where our morning prayer. And was there notes? So yes, we are. We now it's daylight. We are looking for. Well, we should look towards the island where we saw the smoke. What do we see this morning? Any activity?
Oh, so the island. So the island. Yeah, the island off to the southwest in the distance. So you can still. Yeah, there's still a column of smoke rising from the island.
Right. So, Captain, my idea, fanciful as it was when I went perambulating the island, was to try and obtain materials, such cord that we could strap together the barrels and the wooden and other brush debris on the island, and make as it were, a makeshift raft in order to perhaps either or both go to the wreck of the Lady Florence, obtain materials, foodstuffs, and other supplies we might need to survive for a period of time on this island, and or once she's proven seaworthy, to sail hither to the island where there's clearly some form of activity.
I think we should just go straight to that island. I don't
Okay,
think- I
as
don't
you
think
say,
we-
you're
I
the
don't-
cap-
I don't think we need to go back to... I don't think there'll be much could be salvaged from the wreck. When we look out to sea the next day, how much is still above water of the wreck, Phil?
Not a lot. There's maybe the prow of the ship and one of the masts.
How's your deep sea
Any
diving?
barrels we had would be floating, presumably.
There's
Depends what's in them.
so going down. I would say if you going down to the beach that morning
Barrel only.
after you find there's more wreckage as now washed up onto the beach, and I would say, along with 2 more members of the crew.
Hooray. barrel will only float if
If
it's
you
full of
keep-
air. Gary.
Pardon?
A barrel's only going to float if it's full of air. If it's full of rice or full of some food or something, it's going to sink.
Well, there'll be still air in the rice barrel or apple barrel, provided it's water.
I know, but
capsules.
more apples and more rice than air. Like a heavy barrel sinks. It's only certain ones that'll float. Only ones full of air would float.
I would just remind you, Captain Moffat, I don't wish to do it, but this is my 4th shipwreck on the trot.
Well,
I've
you've
seen
wrecked.
quite a lot of barrels float. Well, no. I've just been unfortunate to be on the boat at the same time as unfortunately it.
Right, okay.
I-
Okay. You should definitely be all right when you go out and swim out and see what you can get. Then, if that's you, if you think it's going to be sound,
I've only got one leg, Captain.
that's you
I've
volunteering.
only got one leg.
You've only got one leg.
Well, I've only got one leg.
You've got 2 arms. Swim like this, don't you?
In fact, your legs should float. You'll be buoyant.
Be extra buoyant. We want
Thank
leg,
you.
aye.
Thank you for that, Helga.
Thank you,
Most
Helga,
appreciated.
that's right,
Thank you. Captain, shall we build a raft? Let's build a raft.
Let's build
you
a
are
raft.
Okay, so to kind of precipitate actually making some kind of progress. So by the time by the time you head down to the beach, you can see there's lots more debris washed up onto the beach from the shipwreck, and you encounter 2 more former shipmates who are already maybe being a bit more industrious than yourselves, are already moving up and down the beach, started collecting planks of wood and the remains of barrels to facilitate the construction of a small raft. So if you would like to introduce your new characters, Dave.
I will now be playing Marcus, the Kingston Executioner, who is very bravado, very entitled, very schooled, very peasant. A member of the gentry and trained in the arts of war by His Majesty's Royal Navy, but has a slight quirk about him, and he talks with a very posh accent, very cocky, very on edge. Is Marcus.
And
Have you got all your limbs, Marcus?
Excuse me?
Have you got all your limbs, sir? Were you decommissioned from the Royal Majesty's Royal Navy, or?
I was not decommissioned from the Royal Navy.
Missionary.
I'll have you know.
I'm sorry, sir. So you weren't retired for a lot of a
I was not
voyage.
retired from the... What business is of yours, holy man?
I do apologise if I offended you, sir. I certainly had no intent to do so. I was merely inquiring as to why you no longer served His Majesty in the art of war.
When the time comes, I will explain. But now is not the time. Now is the time to build a raft.
Is that your manservant over there?
It's this
Thank
person.
you.
I don't know who this person is. His name's Frank, I think.
Frank round down law at your service. A little shabby man, a little man with rotten broken teeth. Functioning alcoholic, as you can see, with a little bit of rum in the bottle. Works best. Folk drunken. And yeah, that's me.
I mean, this is just like Liam later on in the evening, isn't it? That's what Liam would sound like later on. You know, bottle of rum in.
If you
No,
observe.
that Irish fucker. I don't care about that, like.
So we've got really posh and really not so posh.
Maybe Marcus likes a bit of rough.
Marcus,
We're all pirates. We all love
We're
it.
rough in the military.
We all love it a bit rough. We're all pirates. We're all at it. You know it. We're all rogering each other stupid every night, and you know it. This is canon.
Peg looks fun.
Everybody knows it.
I defy you to maintain a hardened if Nita smiles at you, though. That wouldn't work.
No. Not women. No. This is an only boy. This is an only boys activity we're talking about. Remember, women are not invited.
Anyway, back to raft making.
Yeah.
The
Anyway,
other stuff
right.
there.
Where have you all been this whole time, eh? You just been lazing
Flying
about.
crabs.
I can say the same for you. Where have you
Crabs.
been?
We are building a raft. We are doing something that is constructive and helpful. What have you been doing?
Killing
Where
the,
are you
killing
planning
the
to go,
monsters
sir?
of the island.
And what monsters are these?
The giant crab spider monsters and the zombies.
They're on the crabs I
Zombies.
see on these
What
beaches. There's the
zombies
crabs
do you
right
speak
here,
of?
the small ones right here.
Last night we encountered a zombie with a micro penis.
Okay.
We killed it.
Only one zombie.
Yeah, we killed it and burned it.
Where did this zombie come from?
It was once it was kind of once a crew member. It's a long story.
Okay. Well, we will carry on building a raft.
Marcus, may I inquire?
What will you be doing?
Overseeing.
Marcus, where?
I'm your captain now.
Oh,
We'll
Yes,
make you
Reverend.
captain.
Stealing this hat made me captain.
All right, the traditional, I say. I will not question anymore.
At the traditional way. How else do
You
become?
can see- you can
how
all-
else
you can
does
all-
how else do you become captain? The normal way. Stole a hat.
You can all see he's got Captain Bloodwhip's hat.
Captain, I do recall stories of pirates actually voting on the captain, on whom should be the captain.
Democracy?
Yeah, and I've heard fairy tales about a man that delivers presents to every child in the whole world in one night as well. And a guy that turned one little piece of bread into enough to feed thousands of people. You hear all sorts of fairy tales, Reverend.
5,000, sir. 5,000.
A man of the cloth, I am with you. I have heard the same thing, and I know on a brigandish pirate ship, if the crew decide that the captain is no longer fit for purpose, they can take that rank from him. I'm not saying that is what's happening here.
I'm just going to shoot you just now
No.
if you don't close your mouth, sir.
Have you got a pistol?
Hand me a pistol, someone.
Because I've got one.
I got a
Oh
musket.
shit.
There'll be no mutiny on
For
my
a sword
ship.
and pistol fight. I don't have a ship.
We do. Look,
I do
they've
think-
built us one.
I think it'd be a rather good idea to actually lay some rules down for our cooperation as one entity, so there are no conflicts like we've had previously over the hat.
I think you've misunderstood what pirates are, Reverend.
Do you not think it's makes some sense?
Maybe we
Captain, to
should-
do what Marcus is talking?
The more chaos, the better.
Should we not make this ship and then we can have something to captain?
Well, we certainly be. But might I ask you, Marcus, because we might have different on opinions on this point. Where are you going to sail this raft you're building?
Give me that
Well,
whip,
we saw-
Helga.
We saw an island across the way that had debris from our lost ship,
Yeah.
and we figured there would be supplies and whatnot
Yes.
over on said island. So
We came to
myself
say-
and Frank decided to make that plan, and that is what we are doing.
Aye.
Yes.
So
If
if you
you
want to
are
come
not
with us,
going
you'll
to
be-
help, then
Oh no, sir.
move
Well,
along and
we share the same objective, sir. Quite.
Don't call this guy.
Very good.
sir,
Get to
just 'cause
work
he's
then, your land
got a
crabs.
tough accent. Get to work, landlubbers. Hand me that whip, Helga.
I'm not that kind of crew.
Less talking, more working, lads and ladies.
Look, you guys were doing such a good job. Why don't you continue?
When Frank gets to work, I'm gonna do the whole cockiness and just stand there like I am working, but I'm not. I'm going to be, well done, Frank. You're doing well, boy. Well done.
When I mean everyone, I mean you too. Come on, Marcus.
He's standing there cocky like, superior, bloody, gentry. He's got a bloody whip. I mean, no. Phil, point of order. Clearly, as part of my restaurant, I would have loaded my musket again, wouldn't I?
I can imagine you would have
Shoot him in the
plenty of time to
kneecap,
roll,
Gary.
you must
Shoot him in the kneecap.
I'm
He was
pointing.
right,
At you,
Captain.
I'm pointing the musket at you, Captain. I do apologise.
Don't point the musket at me.
Uh, No, I'm terribly sorry, Captain. I didn't mean to point it at you. I was just going to say on behalf of Elgar and Nia, and maybe even speaking for Frank. Well, Frank can clearly speak for himself. That I don't think we're terribly comfortable with the situation with two overseers and three of us. I've only got one leg, doing all the work. I mean,
Agreed. They should fight it out.
Please be assured, Reverend, and good
Yes.
Captain, as you now are,
I'm the
clearly.
captain, currently.
I am not trying to step on toes. I'm
that
merely
one.
trying to help the situation. That is all.
Chop chop then.
That doesn't mean the captain cannot help.
Oh no, I will help. I'll pitch in a wee bit. Like.
Is he flirting with you? He's winking.
Is there something wrong with him?
I mean, the other thing is here, Marcus, if I may be so bold, exactly what do you expect the crew, such as it is, to do? Exactly.
It's not for me to say. I was merely concentrating on the task that I was doing with Frank
Sir,
before.
did you not say you were constructing your own raft when we happened upon you? If so, I'm asking for some guidance on how to go about constructing your raft, since I have only the most rudimentary idea of how to do so.
No, I think we could pitch in together and make this raft that they've started just bigger. We can all work together.
I
on this
invite
one.
you to help with myself and Frank's task. That
But what I'm saying is precisely what is the task you wish us to perform.
make a raft.
Right, well, how does one do so?
So
Just find some vines from my
find some vines to make
Vines.
to tie ropes together. You find some. We chop down some trees. We then cut it into logs, and we do that. We do
With
all
what
that.
shall we chop down the trees, Captain?
We must have an
There's
axe.
no trees.
We've got boarding axes. Is there no trees? What are these green things? on
There's
the
no
map?
trees on this island. No, this island is just covered in bushes.
Well,
and-
debris,
and
ship
undergrowth.
debris. I suppose we just kind of grab some
Yes,
floating.
there is
Planks,
plenty of ship
barrels.
planks of wood, bits of the ship's hull, barrels. There is abundance of detritus that has washed up on the beach.
So we'll start
Is there
gathering
any
some of
roll
that.
we can do to
I
speed
did a
up
posh
the
accent.
ship thing?
All right.
Tie it together.
Is there any role you can make to speed up the construction of the ship? I presume by ship you mean raft.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there a role? I would say. Let's see.
Or would it be we sail it out and then we roll to find out if it sinks?
Find out if it's in.
No.
Wait till it's in the water, then you.
I would.
Sounds
We
about
have
right.
smart
I would-
presence, maybe.
What exactly is going to work as our sail? Hint: I do have a tent. I did.
Yeah, so
I
you've
did
got
cover
you've got the various materials from the like camp that you salvage, from the debris on the beach. So you've now got the things that you need
Dead
to
people's clothes.
construct a raft.
I do have a-
But as to something you could do to speed up the construction, basically working together will speed up the construction.
Should we sing a wee- we shall
And
sing,
how many sacrifices
we'll sing a
do you
shanty.
need?
Singing always helps work faster and work better because of the rhythm.
do
We'll sing a
sing.
we'll sing a shanty.
I
That's
do
what
not
we'll do.
sing, Captain. I will conduct.
I give him a look, and then I look back. I look back at the normal people, and then I'll begin to lead them in a rambunctious shanty.
Okay.
Go on then.
Right.
Going in, it sounds awful.
Are you so you're doing this? Are you all sort of working together then in a kind of haphazard fashion to construct this raft?
Yes.
Is that the plan?
I feel like Frank has a beautiful voice.
Thank you,
Completely
madam.
different to his speaking voice.
Teamwork makes
Thank
the
you,
dream work.
madam. Thank you.
Yeah, he talks like that, but he sings like a 9-year-old Michael Jackson.
Like an
Quite a boy.
like a choir boy, yeah.
Quiet boy.
Okay, so as Frank serenades you with his choir boy voice, singing sea shanties, you spend the next few hours constructing a raft, because I'm going to say you go and construct a raft if nobody else does. So by just after midday, you have a functioning raft. It's not big, but it's big enough for you to just big enough for you all to crowd onto. It's got a makeshift sail. It's got a rudder. It is as seaworthy as it is going to get.
Because I have a dinghy on my character sheet, can we?
It was
ironically-
lost. It was
Oh.
lost when the ship went in.
I was going to say, can we use a dinghy as a sail?
Oh, we got
Dinghy as a sail.
Yeah,
It's not-
just
it's
to
not like a
make
rugby
it a terrible
dinghy.
boat.
It's a
Yeah,
Wooden
could have sailed in that instead of the sail.
I have a dinghy on this character, eh?
Yeah,
We've
but
got holes.
anything like that, yeah, the dinghies were big items like the dinghies and things were lost when the ship went down.
Yeah. Big tear in it.
A dinghy is a wooden rowing boat, by the way.
Ah, okay.
Can't be carrying it all the time. I've also got a blanket and a pillow, so I'm assuming I'm not carrying this.
There are no
Oh,
bags
well.
in the dark Caribbean.
All right, gents, the raft is ready.
I'm
Everyone
not a
up.
gent.
Look, I don't care. Equality here, right? I don't care. Gents or everyone but gents.
Are you not gonna?
Come on,
Are you not gonna like put a fake mustache on and pretend you are in order to get on this raft? Because it's bad luck get a woman getting on board. That's why we're all bugger each other, because we don't have women on board for years and years and years.
I think they were just trying as women on board. You just never noticed. You're too busy buggering.
It's bad luck. You need to put a fake beard on or something at least. You need to at least pretend to be a man.
Okay, let me find some.
The raft will sink if
Yes.
you don't.
Oh, put the women on the dinghy.
Everyone aboard on the raft to Siren's last voyage.
I'll grab some seaweed in the shape of a fake beard. Here, put this on. I'll go up to Nia as well. Here, put this on.
Oh no.
There we
So,
go.
what are you doing? It's kind of mid-afternoon, towards mid-afternoon. You have managed to construct a raft, a working raft.
I say we'll leave now. I say.
Inform to Captain Jamie. I will take your lead, sir. As you seem to be the captain of this ragtag group of ragamuffins, I will
And what a fine vessel
Small-
she is. First,
fall into line.
we must adhere to traditions. It would be bad luck to not name this craft before we board it.
It'll do.
It'll do. I love
It'll
that.
do.
It'll do.
Is that the name of it? It'll do.
I love that. As the name of a raft, that's brilliant.
Yeah, it is.
Does everyone have a bottle of rum to break it on the raft too?
Like
You're holding a bottle of
ITTLED.
Oh, that's true.
It'll do. It'll
You
do.
just broke the raft.
I
Again.
smash.
Ow.
Your raft goes down.
Bottle still in your hand.
I christen you the it'll do. The it'll do.
It'll do.
He'll do it. He'll do it.
Captain, your lead, sir.
Okay, first we must all adhere to the tradition and have a drink. So I pour some rum and we all have a drink first. Tradition, it's a new. It's a
Oh,
new
I don't
craft.
say no to that.
We can't skip these traditions, boys. Don't ever say I wasn't a good captain.
Do we not have any
stuck
fine
in
wine
some
available? We not have any-
Wine? That's not a proper drink.
I will
Beer.
I'll pour some grog over his head in a minute. Like, get some grog in you, son. Dude. Some of this here. And spit in it first and hand it over. Yeah, we stir. Stir it with a dead man's finger that I've somehow got in my pocket. There you go. Put yours on your chest. That.
Gotta do sleight of hand to pretend to drink it. Something.
Right. Now we've all had a drink, raised a glass. We can get on, and we will sail to the island. To plunder.
Okay.
No, wait, no, to survive.
Who's helmsman?
I mean, I'm a pirate. It's in my blood.
I feel like Nia's just going to start drilling a hole in the boat.
Who is helmsman?
As we go. Please end.
I know. Just remember, the women have got fake beards on. Remember, they are still women. Watch them at all times.
Yep. I just got seaweed.
Helm's person, beg your pardon.
Who is Helm's person? Good question.
All right.
Who's manning the mainsail? What's this? Oh, sorry, who's personing the mainsail?
Do we have a mainsail, or is it just the only sail?
This
Oh,
sail.
but it's the mainsail. It's the only one.
There's many say about it. We need to use our hands to make it go up if we don't have the wind in our favor.
Frank, you seem seaworthy. You should do it. And the Reverend's sank every ship he's been on, so.
Well, I did make most of the work on the raft before you all came. I'm looking towards Marcus. So I will gladly take control of
The
the
fine
sail.
work you did, young Frank. Fine work you did.
Very good. I appreciate your compliments.
To plunder. I mean, to survival.
So, yes, indeed. All righty then, all aboard. Oh, it will do.
Okay.
I think this is what you call a ship of fools, isn't it?
I think that's quite kind.
Ooh.
Okay, so you're finally. I'm not going to use the word ready. You are finally leaving the island.
How many sessions?
So you so this of course is what a rough estimation of what you could see from the hilltop of the surrounding ocean. This small several times larger than the one that you're currently on, but this is the island. So this is the island where you saw the smoke rising from. So you still see this column of smoke rising from the far side of the island. And then there is this other island, which is kind of a long, thin island that stretches off as far as the horizon.
And we'll go to this one. This is the one where we saw the smoke.
Aye.
Okay.
There's smoke, there's people. If there's people, there's food and supplies and
Plunder.
Oh, you've
the
also
logic
eaten
stands.
people.
Excuse me?
What?
I beg your pardon.
No, they would see a person, Helga. That was an undead person. So it doesn't really count.
That's true.
Wait, so we ate a dead person?
No, it wasn't dead. It was unalive. Undead.
A dead
He was
undead
dead when
person.
we ate him.
It was dead and then dead again, and then you ate him.
No. The creature dwelled in a metaxy between what we see as life and what we see as death. It's not.
It was very close to the
I'm
crab
going to
we were
look at
cooking.
Frank now and say, Frank, be on your toes a little bit around this.
Yeah. I will.
Oh, you still
I
have
will.
them.
Juicy fat toes. Mm.
I think this
Sticks
is.
to spiders. We eat spiders. We don't eat people.
All right, into the island with the smoke, eh? Then. All right, I will adjust the sails.
Okay. So that's where you're headed.
Yes.
Yep.
Very good. So, so I think with leaving behind finally, after only two long days on this tiny island of which you found yourself shipwrecked, you finally leave the shores of this island behind and set out into the open sea again, heading out past the wreck of the Lady Florence and towards heading a southeasterly direction towards this column of smoke rising from this small island. And I suppose at that point we shall kind of take a little break again.
All right.
Perfect.
So we're back in a few minutes.
Oh,
Aye.
We're back. Okay, so yes, a fine bunch of pirates find themselves finally out on the open waves once more. in command of another ship, or some lashed together logs and planks of wood at least. Anyway, so let's move here. Let's see. So each of them, so these hexes, I think each of these hexes is about 6 miles. So you estimate that you could probably reach the northern shores of this island before nightfall, if the weather is with you, which it currently seems to be.
Okay.
We can roleplay being on the boat if you want.
I will help Frank with the paddling and the sailing and Frank.
You just stood there saying, row, row.
We've got to stick together in this. We are keep an eye on this group. Just saying.
Very good, very good. Say some sea shanty so he's get a rhythm with our rows.
Yeah, we'll sing a shanty, definitely.
Okay.
There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was Billy of the Tea. The winds blew up and I bowed it down. Oh, blow, my bully boys, blow. Oh.
Very good, Marcus. Very
Can't
good.
do good because we'll get copyright struck.
Oh no.
It's a ship for about 700.
There's a ship in the distance. Copyright strike.
Okay, so we do have a raft that everybody owns. Should be able to see that in the character list.
Yes.
And in fact, you can click on the token, the raft token, on
we've
the
got a raft.
The raft.
Oh.
And you got a crew, so you can set somebody as a captain of the crew. Who's the captain?
It's me.
Not Frank.
Frank is not the captain.
I'm not the captain. What the hell are you on about?
There you go. Jamie has selected himself as captain.
Jamie, I'll step up and say, can I offer my services as first mate, as someone that is experienced in the King's Royal Navy?
Well, soon as no one else is dying to get the job, sure, go for it.
Is there a first mate option?
It'll do. Somebody name the raft as It'll do.
That's its name.
It'll do. I like that.
It'll do.
It'll do.
That's her name, because it's a female, of course.
With all those long, stiff logs that it's made of.
Must remember the naval traditions. We name the boats a woman, we fuck mate.
And you save the buggering till the evening.
Boats names are for women, sex is for men.
Okay, right. Alrighty-o. So I guess everybody turns to the self-proclaimed captain, do they not?
Yep.
Sort of self-proclamation.
No
I'm wearing the hat,
questions.
Phil. I'm literally wearing the hat. It's not a self-proclamation. I point in the right
Whoever
direction.
wears a hat is a new captain.
I'm pointing in the right direction. The rest of you have to do you do the rest of the work, guys, with the oars and holding the sails and stuff. I point. I look majestic while I do.
Does his hat blow off his head?
So what are y'all doing?
Standing in a
Again,
majestic pose,
I
pointing in the right direction.
will help Frank and try and steer the ship and keep it on course for our destination.
I'll try and
Okay.
adjust the sails. While you're
Okay.
doing rowing.
And what about Nia? What's Nia up to?
So Nia has been just sitting near the back of the raft and muttering to herself the entire time.
Summoning krakens.
Has
Yes.
he got the helm or not?
Arson us all.
Is anyone driving?
Yes, me and Frank have got the steerage of this fine vessel.
Aye.
Okay.
Have no worries, father.
Why do you need to
Because we don't have a steering wheel on the ship, we need to use our hands to paddle.
No, you have a rudder. You've got a rudder.
The raft.
It's a raft.
You've got the rudder. So steering the ship is a kind of a combination of using the makeshift rudder and the and angling the sail that you've got.
Oh, we do have makeshift rudder. I guess I can be the helmsman then.
I like the sail.
If no one complains about that, I can be the helmsman.
So, if you look on the character sheet for the raft, you will see there is a number of crew actions. One of them being full sail. So that is what is kind of the main one to use for moving the ship in the direction you want to go.
Okay.
So this can either be done by a single person, or it can be done as a crew.
It's crew.
So would
Well,
you
I
do
do
realise
crew
when
then,
you
are we?
Somewhere.
The way you spell it'll do also spells Doolittle. I'll live
Well,
up
I'm at
That's
I'm
an
at the
action.
helm.
An ironic thing.
yeah.
All right, lads
so
and
is it-
ladies, do the sails. I will be at the helm at the back.
Do we click the PC action button?
So if there's only one person do it, you do it as a piece of play, just a one action. Or
Oh,
you do
sorry,
click
yes.
the
Yeah.
crew action. So if somebody wants to click the crew action button on the full sail, and we'll see if you.
Oh no! Who clicked it?
I'm going to
It
use
was
my
all
devil's
of-
luck. I will use my devil's luck to reroll that.
Yeah, on boats.
Yeah, you can. Well, it's a roll you've made, so yeah.
You can
yeah,
use it for
you can.
anything, I think.
Yeah, you can. So reduce your devil's luck by 1 then.
Okay, back
And
down to
that,
0 we go.
so that. Yeah. Yeah.
And then reroll.
Okay.
Can't do any worse. There we go.
Okay. So you move 1. Okay. All right then. So that will.
It's what luck again.
So let us see. No, because you only need 1 roll to travel this distance.
For the whole
Right.
distance.
So it is. So like I say, it was kind of a little after midday when you finally left, set out to sea, and you're almost maybe 2/3 of the way towards this island. You can see the cliffs on the northern shore. You can see there's some cliffs. Somebody got a spyglass, I believe, have they not? Has somebody got a spyglass?
It is down with Liam's body.
Nobody else
Is it
has.
floating in the water as we go past?
Well, funny that you should mention that, because as the raft is surging forward, you manage it, you can catch it sailing with the wind, managing to manipulate the sail so it's going as fast as it's not going really fast, but it's going as fast as this raft could possibly go, when there is a bump, and something bumps against the front of the raft as it's bobbing along through the waves, and the raft has snagged a water-bloated corpse.
Oh. Can I
Like
cut
a
it
fish it
loose?
off.
Or drag it. See if we can grab it and drag it aboard and. Yeah.
Desecrate it. Further desecrate it. No, let's just try and cut it loose. We don't need to desecrate every corpse.
It might have stuff in the
Have
pockets.
useful things on it,
I'm gonna drag it on board.
Okay.
and I will. Help.
I don't think
So,
this is a good idea. I also think the consequences might be quite funny, so I'm not going to intervene.
I'm sure it's
Okay, so you drag this bloated corpse of a sailor on board. Are you checking? What did you say? You want to check over the body?
I want to
See.
check its pockets.
Checking it for valuables.
check
aye,
it.
but just
Okay.
scribbles.
Okay, so you check over the body, and kind of stuffed inside the shirt, you find. You find
2 candles.
two black candles and a locked leather-bound tome.
I grab them out and I turn to Nia and say, "Look, there's stuff for spells. Do you do spells?" I'm gonna pass it.
Yeah, as you kind of turn and pass these things, and as you do, this corpse grabs your ankle.
I knew it was a bad idea.
There's nothing.
I knew it. I knew it.
I'll grab the items because I was helping. And then
I can still grab him
How
before
about
I'm
dealing with
grabbed.
this fucking zombie? There's a zombie on the ship.
Captain,
Okay.
help, Captain.
I'm going to attack it right now.
Do something.
Stabberoo, I'm going to try
So
and
somebody
stab
wants
it.
to click. Somebody wants to click on the party initiative button.
Can I do it? I was
Someone
grabbed.
roll us an initiative.
You can, yeah. You will grab. So you click on the party
Go for
initiative
it,
button on
Megan.
your character sheet,
Oh, consider
and so the enemies go first. So yes. So the
have you got any luck? Have you got
so-
any luck points, Megan, to re-roll that? Because he's
I've got
rolled a
one,
2.
but I'd rather use it to
Oh
save
no, that was
myself.
a different roll actually. Yeah.
Okay, so if you can make if Helga can make a defend roll, then if you
Okay.
if you double click on the zombie, because this is something we're doing, double right click on the zombie and it'll put a targeting marker over it. Double right click, there you go. You got your colour over it, and then click on the defend button on your combat tab. Excellent. You
Yay.
defended. So yeah, you managed to dodge out the way in your fancy clothes.
But I still keep my candles and book.
You do.
Pass on.
Yeah, you still got those. It's not affected. Not affected that. You
I just start
treat those from the
scuttling
body.
forward. I'm just on my knees, scuttling forward with these things, for oblivious to them.
Okay. So it is the players go next. So who wants to go next?
I shall be the bold captain and lead by example and try and bury an axe into this thing.
Okay, go ahead then. So if you double right click on it and it'll target it, put your colour above your colour dot above it. Double right click on the
Right
token. There you go.
click,
Cool. Yeah. And then roll the thing. And that
That's a
is
5.
a miss. Okay. Oh, there we go. Animation there. Look, boom. Yeah. So, reloading. Somebody's reloading. The Reverend is reloading his musket.
You were
That's
already
spent in
reloaded,
action,
surely.
reloading.
Yeah, but Phil, we said I did that in the long.
Yeah,
rest.
we did. Yeah, we did. Yeah. Okay. So, who's going next? Is it Reverend?
Captain, shall I shoot the creature?
Shoot it, Reverend. Shoot it.
By all means, please, everyone stand back.
Step back.
Massive hole in the ship.
Oh, don't worry, I told you to stand back. I'm going to re-roll it.
Hey.
You're gonna
Hold
what?
it
You're gonna spend
down.
it. You're gonna spend a devil's luck to re-roll it.
Yeah.
Okay.
May the Lord
so
be
can I
with you.
reload, like, reload?
Yeah. So you have to reload it. Yeah.
May the Lord be with you.
Oh.
Come on.
Can I have my ammo back, actually?
But yeah, we'll sort that out. Don't worry about that. Just get on with it.
Sorry,
Come on,
sir.
Reverend. Come on.
Oh, God.
Another miss.
Bloody musket.
Okay, who's going next?
I'm
I'll go
blaming-
next.
I'm
I
blaming
will draw
Glenn.
the flintlock pistol that I'm carrying. I
Go
will
on.
point it at the creature and I will attack.
Okay.
Yes.
And that is so roll damage. And if you got it targeted, it should automatically.
Jolly good. Jolly good.
Nice.
Yep, inflict 6 damage. And,
And I
it should
will go.
And so you shoot it. So that is a killing blow. So tell us what what happened.
Yeah, he literally just points, cocks, bang, and as the smoke's billowing out of the end of the pistol, the creature is flat dead on the floor because he's got the cocky and puts his pistol away and says, "So what's next, Captain?" As in, like,
Onward.
just cocky bravado.
Well,
It was a big thing for everyone else, but not for Marcus.
give me a hand with this, and I'm trying to pick it up to launch it back in the water.
Okay, so you upend this corpse back into the
drink.
water. And as you do, you see hands, rotted, bloated hands, grasping holes of the side of the raft.
What
Shit.
are you doing now?
Oh, no.
Toss the two back to the sea. They wanted to, I think.
Oh, it's just a book.
Yes, curse, I tell you. I can feel it in my nose.
I mean, how
Can I
many of these
look
games
at
have
the
you
book
played?
at all?
You know that book's bad news.
Do I get to? Can I start reloading my pistol in between?
Uh,
combat?
It's going to be. So it's going to be. Everybody's in combat again. So one, two, three. So it's going to be. Somebody needs to roll the group initiative, combat initiative.
Would I have passed the items to Nia before this?
If you wanted to do that, yes, I would allow that.
Yes. You can decide what to do with the book.
Want me to
So who's
roll?
going to?
Okay.
Somebody's going to. Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh god.
Okay, so the enemies go first. Okay, so the enemies. Oh yeah, so these zombies all claw their way, clamber up onto the raft, threatening to capsize it. As there's way too many, meaning there's way too many people on this raft now, and it starts to, the weight starts to sink, push it beneath the waters, beneath the surface of the water.
I suggest you tack, Captain. Change direction.
Stamp on the hands, kick them in the water.
We just need to get to that.
Okay,
island
so we're going to go
ASAP.
with this one first. So it's going to attack either Nia or Frank. So it's 1 to 3, it's going to be Frank, or rather Nia, and 4 to 6 is going to be Frank. It attacks Nia. So Nia, can you make us if you double right click on that on this zombie here, this one here.
Okay.
Double right click on it. I'll put a red dot above your coloured dot above it.
It's not.
Or if you right click on it instead, it'll bring up a target icon around it.
Also, if you
Oh, there you go.
hover-
There you've done it. Yeah, that's it.
There we go. There's.
You can also hover over it and press T.
Oh, you can press T, I think, as well. Yeah.
Pressing T will do it as well.
Okay, so if you roll defend, and there we go. Oh, so that's fair. So roll. Click on the roll damage button. It's in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take 3 points of damage. That should automatically deducted from the character sheet. It has indeed. Okay. Right. So next then is this one. So this one is attacking Marcus.
Marcus.
So if you want to target that one, either with the there you go, and then press your defend button.
Come on. Oh,
Oh dear.
oh, that was stopping on the 18. Oh.
Okay, so click on the roll damage button in chat.
I don't want to.
Oh no! You've got double luck. Okay.
Hang on. That can I re-roll? No, it's too late. Too late.
What's up?
I've already said I've already rolled the damage, so if I re-roll, I might as well because if it's 3 damage, I'll use Devil's Luck to re-roll the damage.
Or you can use Devil's Luck to reduce the damage. You roll D6 and it reduces the damage. by
Oh, can I do
1d6.
that then? Can I do
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll,
spend the Devil's Luck and roll a D6, and you can have that much health back. Obviously, you've only to the maximum of 3 that you lost.
There you go. You take your
so you
damage.
don't take any damage.
So
Take no
does that-
damage.
it doesn't put me back up to max though, does it?
You only lose the up
Damage
to 3.
taken.
It just cancels
Yeah,
the
damage
damage you were
taken,
about to take.
Yeah, so it doesn't give you more than you've lost.
That's
I
fine.
don't gain
hit.
health.
But yeah, no. So next, so next one is attacking Mockingbird, Jamie Mockingbird. So if you would target this one, if you would, Oliver, and then roll defend.
Come on, Captain.
Come on, Captain, indeed.
Oh, that's I believe it's a defend.
Came
Yeah.
off the 20
Okay.
onto that. Nice, that'll do it.
Nice.
Okay. Then we have got
Get
we've
back,
got
you-
this one that is attacking Helga.
Foul thing. Come on, Helga. Let's have a dodge.
Have I done it?
Yep.
Yeah, it's down, yeah,
Oh.
yeah. And then click on your defend button.
Come on.
It was on 20 for so long.
So many twos and ones today. Oh my
So if you want to
god.
spend any devil luck, you can spend devil's luck and you roll it.
I could
Or you can
take.
spend a devil's luck
I
to
might
reduce the
negate the
damage. If you,
damage.
yeah, okay, so if you want to click on the... you only took
Oh.
one.
It's only
You
one.
took
Can I?
Plus 1 is 2. No,
Is it
it's
one?
2.
This
Oh,
one?
two damage.
Yeah.
2 damage.
I'm
Yeah,
okay
plus
with that.
1 there. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay, and then there's one that attacks the Reverend. So if you can target this one, Reverend.
Yeah.
There we go, and then click the defend button.
I wanted to be the 19 so bad, but
Well, is that hit?
Yeah.
Yeah. The reason why the Reverend has a higher DR, I think, is because of his peg leg.
And if that's going to be a hit, Bill, I'll use my jiggery pokery.
Okay, so you want to click on that to cast it.
So I do that by casting on spirit? No, just on here, don't I?
wait, is the
So you
actual
click on
name
the
of the
cast
skill
spell. There.
Jiggery Pokery? No.
Oh look.
Okay. Oh look.
There was an animation. Wasn't there?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it was. And then you can make the check. So you need to make a.
Damage
no,
check.
No, just a minute.
Does that
Let's,
retrospectively applies that hit? It must do,
let
mustn't
me-
it? It's a reaction.
Okay, so there's no test for that one. So yeah, you so that reduces the difficulty by 4. So it's 40. So it's a 14. Oh right, that still means it's going to hit you
Oh right.
because that reduces a 14 to a 10, and you rolled a 9.
Ah, yeah.
I will be kind though. I will be kind since you obviously didn't really take that into account. I will let it cast class as a pass to protect you.
Oh, it's Christmas, isn't
What a
it?
legend.
You are
That
nice.
is a-
It's
that is a
Christmas.
Christmas
You don't
miracle.
really
It
mind
must,
having
it
like
must
captain, do
be.
you? You're all right.
It's Christmas,
Oh,
but
you're
never
sitting
again.
down, miserable bum.
Must be
You're all right.
Christmas.
Never again. Okay, so now it's the player's turn to act. So it's I'm going to say it's Alice. Alice Kingston.
Who the fuck is
Alice
Alice?
the Kingston executive.
Marcus.
It says
That's a
Alice.
baddie.
Alice! Alice! Who the fuck is Alice?
Alice is a baddie.
Okay, so I'm already targeted on the zombie that's closest to me. It's going to be.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got no ammo in my flintlock pistol.
Oh dear.
I need to reload on this action, don't I?
Yeah, or you could
Could have done that when you were showing off, blowing in the bloody barrel.
You just dive in the
wiggling it round
water
your
as
finger.
well, you useless bastard.
Hey, it does say Alice. Why does it say Alice?
Okay. I've just got to have to reload on this action and hopefully defend myself.
Yes,
For the
you can
best,
reload.
mate,
So
aye.
you need to select the ammo as well. So you've not got the ammo
you've
selected.
not got any
So on your-
ammo.
On your combat tab, there's a drop down, and you
Yeah,
select the ammo type.
You're fucked, mate.
There's nothing there.
Oh, okay. Let's give you some. Let's make sure you got some ammo.
How come he got a shot off last time with no bloody ammo then?
It was already loaded. It was,
Equipment, ammo, rounds of shot. There you go. It's selected then.
for that.
Okay. So yeah.
No.
So that's one of 2 rounds. So it takes 2 rounds to reload it.
No, can I shoot this one round that I've just loaded?
No, it takes 2 rounds
rounds
because you're
to-
gonna
Oh,
put
so
the
you've
shot
got
in and then you got to like,
okay.
like do it down. So oh no, that's 2 rounds to do that. You don't click it twice.
Oh, sorry.
So that's
Oh,
your
sorry.
action for next round.
Okay.
That long.
Right, if you live that long. So next is Frank.
Frank a tank, let's
Okay.
go.
Because
Can I
the pistol, the flintlock, and the musket, you got to like put the shot in, and then you got to put
Rods.
the wadding in, and again the powder, and it's got to say, yeah. So it takes a while.
Every time, since I read Megan's comment in Discord, every time someone mimes reloading a musket, I just cannot unsee the other thing.
Oh no.
Live. I've got a few shots in it.
dear.
Can I shoot the enemy that is within my melee range with my musket? Or
Sorry, can you do what? Sorry.
can I shoot with my musket on?
You
that
can.
zombie?
You can. There's nothing to say that you can.
Oh, okay. There's nothing. Okay, then I will do that. Then I will shoot with my musket.
Okay.
Right click on it. There we go. And roll.
Get it shot.
Oh,
Oh,
almost
nearly 20. That's a miss.
That's amazing indeed.
Okay, so next it is Helga.
Alright. I'm gonna whip one of them.
Come on.
The same one that attacked me.
Yeah.
That wanted to go to the 16 so bad.
No, no, they keep teetering over.
These dice are killing us.
Okay, that's a
tonight.
miss as well. So Jamie, Captain Jamie,
Captain time. It's hero time.
if you want to target whichever it is
Oh,
you're
yeah.
attacking.
Did I get him?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, see a coloured dot above it.
Come on. Fuck off.
Oh,
You leave me to that?
Close.
I don't have any luck. I had one, and I've spent it already, mate.
Okay, and then it's Nia. What's Nia doing?
Okay, so yeah, Nia's just she's gonna be kicking and beating this thing with the belaying pin, trying to knock it off the raft.
Okay, dokie. Click on your attack.
And
button
I
on
would
the
like
bottom.
to use a devil's luck to lower the.
Okay, so when you click on
The-
the attack button, if you click on the number 8, you'll have the number 12 highlighted. So you click on the circle with the number 8, so it'll lower the
Yep.
DR. Okay.
Come on.
Oh,
Oh,
It just showed us
we
that
are the
17.
most ineffective crew.
It showed us that 17 was like, watch this, watch this. No, not really. Dice.
oh
are taking the
dear!
piss.
And finally, the Reverend.
So, what the Reverend wants to do, Bill,
Yeah.
is bring the raft about such that
Oh.
the
Okay.
intent is to sharply change direction of the raft in the hope
Kick 'em
of
off.
dislodging the grip of at least one side of the things gripping onto the raft. Are you with me? Will you allow that?
Okay. Yeah, why not? We'll give it. Yeah, if you can do a. So if you click on the come
PC
about
action on the
PC action,
little
yeah, then everybody on board the raft will make an agility test to see whether they stay on the raft or if they're thrown overboard.
This is what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say to him.
fair
Do you yell to warn us that you're going to do it first, Gary? Or do you just do
Yeah,
it and
yeah,
you're all like
absolutely.
fucking
I'm
away? And...
gonna be the shit the raft about. It'll do that.
I have one question.
Yeah.
Because Gary's doing this, would he not shout to his crew and it become a crew action to everybody
Everybody there.
Yeah.
That's a good point, Dave.
come about?
Everyone gets the free action to do it with me.
Because if we,
No, because you've
if-
all taken. You've all
if we
taken.
all
your
chuck our
actions,
body
so
weight
one
into
thing,
it. No, we get a free
It's a
crew
nice
action. I was
idea.
reading the rules earlier. You get a free crew action per
Don't explain
combat.
naivety. Yeah, Phil won't get pissed off at you for that. He will do it a month or two's time. That's it.
It's
already
a
done his
PC action, so it's not free action. So everybody else is attack. The Reverend
Most
is the
of the
last
things
person
are
to
free
act.
lunch in Yorkshire, mate.
So
I've got you.
get on with it.
All right.
You shouting out warning, so you will be able to hang on and not be thrown off the raft. As
Come
crossing
on.
about. Oh, it's a success. Okay,
Animation's
so yeah,
cool.
so they rotate. So bring So all of these. So then all of these they make a test. So let's see. How am I going to do that? I guess I'm just going to have to. Yeah, just going to roll.
And I think in the action of bringing the raft about, Bill, I think my hip made contact with that bastard attacking me to encourage
Smacked
it into the
him in the
water.
Okay, so this unbalances the zombies. So we're going to see how many. We've got 5. So we're going to see how many fall off. So let's roll a 1d5 to see how many fall off. Oh, that's not a D, that's an S. 5. So 2 of them are knocked off the raft. Since you took this action, you're successful. You can decide which 2 fall off the raft.
Well,
Reverend.
it makes sense to have them. Well, I'll take the one that's attacking me. Sorry,
Yep.
guys.
No, I would do the same
and-
thing, mate.
Who's most in need of relief here?
Your captain.
Wouldn't it be, the same side if you turn it and stick it away?
Yeah, it kind of makes sense to do the same side, to be honest. But I've got to follow the captain's instructions. Helga, who wanted to be captain anyway, right?
Imagine a woman being captain. That's a write-off.
The one attacking Captain Mockingbird, sir.
The one attacking Captain Mockingbird. Okay, right. Okay, that one also falls.
Right now.
That one also falls overboard.
Excellent
Radio.
stuff, excellent stuff.
Captain, if you would like to make a party initiative roll.
Okie dokie.
Come on, Captain.
Come on, 3.
And the enemies go first.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
It's alright for some.
Okay, so it's going to be random again between Frank and Nia. Let's see. So it's 1 to 3 on Nia, and it's Nia. So Nia, can you make a defend again? Or if you want to spend any Devil's Luck, of course you can do before you make the roll. If you want to lower the difficulty class of the defend. Or you can save it to not spend it, or you can lower the damage if you take damage, or whichever way you want to do it.
Okay.
So lowering the difficulty class will not do anything. So you take 2 damage,
3.
or 3 damage.
And I want to reduce that.
Okay, yeah, it's probably a good idea because that takes down to 0. Okay, so spend Devil's Luck and roll d6, and you can get up to 3 health back.
Okay, so I roll a. What am I
D6.
rolling?
Roll a d6 from the dice tray.
A
at the
d6.
bottom.
A d6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get 2.
Okay, so 2. So
Okay.
you get two health back, so you can put yourself back on 2 health. Okay, so then it is this one that is attacking Alice. So Alice, if you'd like to defend yourself,
Alice.
that's his
Alice.
secret.
Who the fuck is Alice?
Is that why you're twitching? Because your alter ego is Alice.
No. Oh my god.
Oh my days.
Have we got another
Yeah.
fucking woman on board? I am going to have a heart attack. I'm going to have a fucking meltdown.
You can spend a devil. Oh, we're taking some damage. That's 3 points of damage.
Or reduce that with
4
the
points of
Devil's-
damage. Yeah, you're going to spend Devil's Luck to get reduce the damage. Okay, give us a roll of d6.
4 damage right in the vagina.
Oh, so you
yes.
take any damage. Nice. Okay, so next, the last zone is attacking Helga.
So that puts me up to what,
Not
sorry?
the captain.
6.
That just so you
5.
didn't lose any. So you would have lost 4.
You don't lose any.
So what?
Up to
what were you
3. I was on 3. It'll take me
on?
to minus.
So it takes you back to 3. It takes you back
That's
to 3.
fine. Yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah, it only. Yeah. So Helga,
Defendant.
are you going to get defending? Yeah.
Yes.
It's a successful defend. Yay!
Cool.
Okay, so it's on to the players now. So first to act is Alice.
Alice. Who the fuck?
I'll be Alice. Try that shit trick again of see if we can get more off the ship. I'll bring her about this time. And also, that would mean we're still on course for the island. At the minute, we've turned off course. So shall I bring the raft about?
Bring her back the other way.
Try it. You okay with that, Phil?
What's her
Go
try?
on then. Yeah, if you want to go. If everybody else is okay with you going first.
Yeah, sure.
No. It was Alice.
Alice.
Oh, you're right.
Apparently me.
It's because on the chat it says Alice sometimes, but only sometimes.
I don't want to butt in. I mean, Alice, you could try the trick.
Ladies first.
No, you can. I'm
Ladies
letting
first,
you do it
Alice.
because you were stood next to the sail. So I'm
All
letting
right.
you do it because you're next to the sail.
Fuck, I'm surrounded by women on this fucking boat.
It's it must have been the must have been the random name that it came up with first. It's still on the token. I'll change it for you.
I don't get the stuff.
I thought it was funny.
I don't get the stuff.
We are not judging you, Alice. We don't judge you.
I am. It's another fucking woman on board.
are better than
His
you.
nighttime name.
Come about.
If you feel
Okay.
like a woman,
Come
you feel like a
on.
woman.
Come on.
Feel like a woman.
Feel
Um,
like a woman.
Oh, unfortunately, the yes. So as the Reverend suddenly brings the raft about again, but this time the zombies they stagger, but do
Can't
not
you double look
fall
for cave there,
overboard.
or can I, Phil?
Yes.
Yes, you can, yeah.
Go on, do it again then, buddy.
Okay, I'll do it again.
But it might be a fail.
Might be,
Okay,
might not
so,
be.
yeah. So they always put in. So there's 3 left. So roll 1d3. See how many of them fall over.
3,
Come
Come on with the 3.
1d3.
Come on.
3.
And it is 3. All 3 topple over
Let's go.
over the side of the raft. Yeah, and you
You saved
drift.
Alex.
You sail slowly away from them, but slightly faster than they can sort of bob along in the sea.
Excellent.
What a good job, lads and ladies. Absolutely good job, I say. Indeed.
Well done, boys.
And to the Reverend and say, can you thank your God for me?
I said, and Marcus, is your god too.
Okay. I haven't got a direct line to him though.
You have 3 weeks then.
Okay.
I'm just going to reload my rifle if that's alright. I'm just going to reload my musket.
Only if you mime it for cameras. You have to do it for the audience.
Alright.
Can we do that?
There we go.
Oh,
Gotta
dear.
give it a
What is this
for the
become?
audience.
I reloaded mine, I didn't have to use it.
And I reload so quick for you guys. I was once part of the Navy of the British Navy.
Speed reload.
I only need to
That's
reload
not
one
good,
time.
maybe.
Oh.
Okay, so it is late in the afternoon when you finally come in sight of the shores of this island.
Come on, let's bend our home. Ooh, new map.
Okay, and as you come in close to the northern shore of this island. So it's about a third of this northern shore of the island is taken up by inaccessible high cliffs. Although you can see the sea rushing in and out of a cave. Just further along the coast to the east is a beach.
Shall we
And
go?
you can see the island is covered in like tropical forests.
Go to the beach.
Tim, where would you have us go?
Well, might I just ask a question, Captain? I am, as you've described me, a landlubber, but the beach, alighting upon the beach is a very visible position. Is it possible, Phil, do you think we can navigate round from where the water's going into the cave inlet? Is it navigable for us to then walk to the beach?
It might be possible to steer the raft into the cave. Yes,
Or a one-legged clergyman?
I'm not sure how that affects the raft, but it might be possible to steer the raft into the cave.
Yeah, the question is, if we get the raft in the cave, assume that's successful, are we physically able to navigate round that rocky shore, do you think, as
Around the cliffside.
Like on foot?
in my case, the moped? Does
Is
it
it
look like
tied up?
The cliffs, you'd have to climb the cliffs to get to the top of the cliffs.
I've just got a beach.
It's because of the beach.
Yeah.
Let's
That's
go.
like
We can go to
very
the
cold
edge of the
cliffs.
beach, and that's more in cover, maybe.
So yeah, you've got caves there which are accessible only from the sea unless you climb down,
What about
and then you've got a beach
here?
over there.
Where are we
What about
going,
here?
Captain? We can do a crew democracy vote.
Sorry, I was trying to do
Or
that
you
thing,
could
but I have
sail
no
further
idea how
down.
to do
You
it.
could,
Captain,
or you could sail further around the island.
Yeah, Captain, might it be an idea to circumnavigate the island, looking for potential natural harbours and
Yeah.
and
Yep. I think so. Go this way. And go round this way.
All right, he's in.
clockwise or with the shins. Remember that word?
Nope.
I do.
Clockwise is fine.
Okay. So, well, you have you own the raft, so you can move it. Well, wait, you just if you want to like ping where you want to move to, and I'll move it. There you go. There you go. Whee!
That's fun.
Okay. So is
Just
that where
looking
you bring the raft ashore?
No, we're not. We're heading round the island to
Navigate.
look for the best kind of place to land, basically.
We're
Okay.
gonna go round the island.
Okay.
Don't get grabbed again.
I'm not going to put by that dock on the south side there, I promise you.
Okay. Let me let's okay, that's not how that works. So let me drag it around. It's okay. So it takes maybe a good hour to make it round to here, and there's a inlet to a tidal pool, surrounded by grasslands and forest.
This looks as good a place as any.
Can I ask a question?
Yes,
The smoke that we saw from the other island, is that still
it
billowing
is still visible.
from
That
somewhere?
is
Oh,
visible
Is it from
over here.
aye.
So can we go? Would it be worth going round that side of
No, no,
Yes, yeah.
no. I think we should
No,
dock
no.
here in the bay, and then we can
Or-
quietly go through the bushes and the trees and have a wee quiet peek over there instead of just like being out in the open floating in front of them. They might be
Why not-
hostile and just shoot us.
Why not split the group and do it a pronged attack? You
We're
have
not
some that are
attacking.
Because
stealth.
we knew
Not
two
attack,
people.
not attack. But
We're not
I-
attacking
Two people
anyone.
went up on their own to
No.
fight spiders.
it's a military term.
I think
military train.
I think we bring it in, we land it, and then we get up into here, and then we can come over this way to have a look, because then we can go sneaky through the trees.
Why would you? But if you split the group, you've got some that are hidden and some that present themselves. If they presented themselves get attacked, then the people that are hidden could back them up, and then they know they're hostile.
I think Marcus has a point, Captain. We could send the women and clergy around the island. We look less dangerous than the three.
Less aggressive. Less
I don't agree with this.
What do you
Well,
mean? I look very nice fellow. That's my bit of broken teeth.
But the point is,
You look
let's
lovely,
like
Frank.
summarily attacked, particularly if the males might be quite interested in not damaging the women. And what I'm saying is, I think Marcus has a good idea. It's a cautious plan, but yet we're still announcing our arrival rather than just completely sneaking up on whomever inhabits the island.
I'm not
I think
suggesting
Marcus
sneaking up on them. I'm suggesting we sneak a look at them and see what they are, and then deciding if we're going to sneak up on them or introduce ourselves. But I think we should get a look at them from a safe distance first, instead of just floating up to them
The
out in
pirate.
the open where they could just go bang and shoot us.
Why would they, Captain? If it was just Helga, Nia, and I?
Because
why
we're
would they
fucking
shoot?
pirates.
But they're on a raft of
If they're
clergymen.
pirates, they want to be presented with the men. We talked about this.
Yeah, they
I'm
want the men.
interested in the nighttime activity. Look,
Anyway, you're the captain. You're captain for a reason. Oh, yeah, well.
maybe Nia can you see ahead? Can you see a crystal orb?
Can you speak to the seagulls and ask them what's going on the island?
Yeah.
Fun fact:
Okay.
there's no such thing as a seagull. It's just called a gull. People just call them seagulls. It's the same gull at the tip, but they don't call it a tip gull. But it's the same bird.
Not,
Not actually called a
You've had a
seagull.
come
It's
up with
just
that
called a gull.
You've had a go at me if I came up with that. Have a go at him.
No one has a go at me because it was a fun
It
fact.
happens every game, though. Fun fact. I love it. I've learned so much.
Okay, so I take it well. You while you're talking anyway, you've piloted the raft into this tidal pool. This tidal pool, which is thick. It's quite shallow. It's maybe 10, 15 feet deep, and it is thick with kelp You can see schools of fish swimming around. Kind of looks like kind of a nursery for young fish, and there are dozens and dozens of crabs crawling along on the seabed and on rocks.
A great food source.
You can also see. In fact, you can. If anybody happens to be looking down into the water, you can make a presence check. I believe it would be.
Oh.
Yeah, presence.
Attack my own reflection.
Okay. So Frank, looking down into the water as you pull into this, the raft drifts into this tidal pool. You can also see, as well as the fish and the crabs and the thick kelp forest that's swaying in the ebbing and flowing tide. You can see these large ornate seashells. They're probably about 12 inches long.
Okay. There's a very big seashells down there. Very big ones, I say. Very big.
That was just rocks.
No, sometimes clams can have pearls in them.
Oh.
Do you want to grab one?
You want to grab one and have a look then?
We got some time. Nia's going to talk to the miscellaneous gulls.
Well, 12 inches big clams are very unnatural big, I think.
Does she actually talk
Are there any
to the...
birds nearby?
Does she talk to birds?
Are there any birds nearby?
Should definitely get her to talk to the birds. The birds could tell us about the people.
I would say that the forest is probably alive with wildlife. So it's pretty, you can definitely hear the chatter of the various birds. Yeah.
Casey, do we know about
exactly
Nia's talent? Do we know about it though? That's the question.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you would. We've been sailing for a while. So.
I would ask you to do it then. I would say, Nia, can you use your special talent to talk to the birds and find out is there anything we should know about these people round here on this south side of the island? Should we be wary of them? Are they friendly? Are they hostile? Will they have any alcohol?
We can see what the birds think. You can see what the birds have to say.
Here.
Okay, so normally it would be a case of you'd give a seabird a name, and then it would tell you where that person is. But I'll allow some leeway on it. So you can. I will say you can speak. You can use this ability as well to speak to the birds and maybe get some. And they'll answer one question.
Here, this will help.
One basic question.
This will help loosen their lips and hand you a bottle of rum.
So you need to test spirit. It would be a DR 14, but you can lower that to a DR of 10 if you offer them a shiny trinket.
I don't have a shiny trinket.
The candles count.
So.
Can I intervene?
One of us must have an earring.
Can I intervene?
Though you'll have to ask Casey if you can intervene.
Nina.
Yeah.
Do you need something to assist you in this task?
Marcus has got a dangly earring in his right ear. Use that.
I'll remove my diamond earring that I have and add that.
Okay. She will snatch that and say thank you, Navy, and use it, I guess.
Okay.
So I rolled. I did roll. Should I roll again?
No, that's fine. We'll take that roll.
Okay.
So with that, that would load this class, so that would make it a success.
Hey.
Okay, so you so using your spells, your talent, your ritual of the wind, you call down one of the seabirds roosting. Maybe it comes and the lights on top of the mast the mast of the raft. And what? Oh, so what is it you are asking this bird?
Wait, what's its name
Okay.
first? What do you name it first? We need to give it a name.
Its name is
What
unpronounceable.
do I... Yeah.
Named after one of Odin, Raven. What were they called? Eugene?
It doesn't actually have to know. It doesn't actually. If you want to
Isn't
give
it like
then that's
you
if
give
you
them the
asking.
name of someone?
Yes, you give. That's if you're giving the name of someone.
Oh, I thought
for
she
it
just had to
find.
give it a name
No.
like Brian and like.
Oh,
You are Brian.
No, no.
You are
Oh,
Brian
yeah,
the
no.
gull now.
Speak-
Brian,
you
do my
speak a
bidding.
name. So the normal use of it is you speak a name to a seabird, and they will tell you where the name subject is and which direction they are heading if they are moving.
Question: can we name the seabird
yes.
Brian
Okay.
anyway?
You can name the seabird whatever you can. Yeah, you can name the seabird whatever you
Brian.
like. I don't think it'll care that
My
much.
name's Steve.
His name's Brian.
So what's Nia
Just
doing?
stop.
All right, Nia says, so Captain, what do you want to know?
Ask Brian about the people over on the beach. Are they friendly? Are they cannibals? Like, are they going to be safe to approach, or should we stay
Are these
away
sub-clauses
from
in the
them?
one question?
But bear in mind, it's only going to respond in the most basic way. It's not going to write. Yeah,
Are
give you
the will the people be hostile?
Yeah.
Okay. So she will ask the gull if the settlers on the beach down below are welcoming to other people.
Okay.
You're gonna do a bird voice.
Bird.
And that's what it says.
Amazing.
Bravo.
So yeah, it sort of it calls to you, caws and whatever its noise seagulls make. But of course you can interpret this, and it tells you that there is a small community of humans living there, and they are cautious towards others of their kind, but hostile towards it.
Excuse me, Brian.
As in the bird.
All right. Okay.
Okay. Can I cast the spell again to ask what it is?
You can. It'll have to be another. So it is referring to itself.
So
Oh, okay.
I'm
I
wondering if that's because they're hunting for food, maybe, and it feels like
Yeah.
we're aggressive towards the birds.
So it's basically saying, if it goes into the settlement, it tries to take,
try and
tries to
kill
take
it.
fish or whatever. Then they don't like it.
Right. Okay.
Thank you, Brian.
All right. So yeah, Nia just says they're. Brian says they're cautious.
Okay. Cautious is better than hostile. We might be able to make parley with them and find a peaceful. Yeah, we might be able to, I mean, what's the ultimate goal here? The ultimate goal is to get on a boat and
And a
get
ship.
out of here, isn't
Yeah.
it? Well,
Oh,
they.
well,
we-
you've got the treasure map, the captain's treasure map as well. haven't
Oh
you?
yeah, we've got to get that
True.
treasure as well.
We've got 3 spires.
Yeah, that was the other. We think that's the other island, the one that we've just seen the tip of, right?
We could
So- Yep.
make friends parlay with the island people, ask them to assist us building a ship, and then head to the other island, well stocked, well fed, and
Yeah.
well armed.
Yep.
and
Should we sail around the front, or are we
Boy.
still sneaking up?
No, I don't think we should be sneaky. If they're cautious, then I think we can be friendly. We can.
Leave people behind just in case, though.
Might I suggest, Captain, that they're likely to react more positively to a man of the cloth than they are to what they might, on first accounts, judge to be an uncouth pirate.
Until you tell them your history.
Well, that's
Yeah,
down the line, Mark. I mean, that's...
And how many ships you've sailed on and sank and
Zombies you've made.
Yeah.
zombies
well,
you've
okay.
made.
Right, well, okay, well, I'll stand at the back.
Corpses you've desecrated.
I agree. A man of the cloth would probably be more not seen as more of a threat than
Yes,
Catholic,
particularly if I hide the musket.
Catholic clergy doesn't have the reputation yet.
yeah. They've not gone there yet.
Oh, but it does.
Not,
But it certainly does.
but not that one.
Yeah, they've not crossed
Actually,
that line.
Oh, okay, that one. Yeah, okay, yeah. They might be
don't approach
Spanish.
any
They might
children.
be captains. They might be Spanish. You didn't ask that. You
It could be
didn't ask
Spaniard.
Brian to speak English.
Ah, that's a good point. That.
Brian!
Brian, come back. Do you speak Spanish, Brian?
Oui, que es español.
El Brian.
So, what are you
Scared
doing?
him away.
Are we walking up or sailing up?
I think we walk up. I think we should walk up. I think we leave this here, and then we just walk up to the edge of the beach, so we're not like ooga booga out the bushes at them. We like come out the bushes to the beach, and then walk up the beach all casual to them, right?
Path there.
Let Eugene approach.
Do you reckon that is a wee path there?
Yeah.
The wee
Well,
dots.
you don't know. You're here, not over there.
True.
It could be, but you're not there,
spyglass.
so...
That's Brian.
Spyglass isn't very good for looking through trees.
Brian, yeah.
As if you shove them through.
I think.
Let's
no,
start walking and
I
see if
think
we
we
see a
just.
path.
I think we just walk through the trees to about here, and then walk up the beach.
Could I offer a? If we do that before we approach the beach, could I do a perception, like have a look around just to see if there's any hostilities going on?
Any what, sorry?
Hostilities. Any? You might be cooking a person in a. You know what I mean?
Oh, right, if they look hostile. If there's signs of them that they look hostile.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I guess
are
you
they
could do
cooking
if
a
you have
baby?
Some means of... if you have some means of, observing them from a distance.
Not from a distance, but I'm just wondering if we're getting close before we actually reach the tree line into the beach. Just have a
Are you
glance
asking to
around.
use your eyes?
Yeah, can I? Yeah, exactly that.
You can,
Yeah.
you
With
can,
my
you
eyes.
can, cer- you
I
can,
make it more
cer-
dramatic.
I
I'm
approach
trying.
with my eyes open.
you can certainly pause at the tree line and take some time to observe the settlement if that's what you require to do.
Yeah, I've died once. I don't want to die again.
About
Somebody-
2 times.
And in any case, you die. You're undead.
Under the bottom
Yeah,
of the
technically
sea.
he's dead twice too.
Now he's dead. He's probably dead now, wasn't he? Yeah. He's died twice, really, I suppose.
So where are you heading then? So what exactly is your plan?
To the
So,
beach.
like, there, that direction. To the yellow line.
Yeah.
Agreed, everybody? To the edge of the beach, and then walk up the beach.
Aye, but I think we should have at least one just to be in the bushes to make sure.
And the
Definitely.
Reverend lead the way.
Maybe you
Aye.
should be in the bushes, Frank. You don't look the best.
Or just keep your
Soldiers.
face covered. Either way. Don't want to scare the
I
children.
am a sharpshooter from the Navy. I will be in the bushes just in case something goes awry.
I mean, none of those undead attacked you because I think they thought you were one of them.
Frank's in the bushes, and everyone looks over like.
there's
"Why
no
is he
many
just-
things that can hurt my feelings.
Why,
But that
why,
hurt my
why,
feelings.
why is Frank in the bushes
Oh, dear.
constantly reloading a musket? Why is he just reloading it over and over and over and over and over again?
Frank's not reloading your musket.
I'm reloading.
In the bushes, just reloading and reloading and reloading over and over again.
Oh, dear. Well,
You skulk in the
Right,
bushes, you
okay.
skulky man.
I'll be skulking, don't you worry.
so Frank is skulking in the bushes, in the tree, the edge of the tree
Natural
line,
camouflage.
and the rest of you are heading into this settlement. Or are you taking a moment, as Alice
Correct.
suggested?
I think we should just have a glance and see what's going
Yeah.
on.
Let's have a peep.
So you observe. So you're walking through the forest to about here, observing the settlement for a while, and then heading into the settlement if all seems well, leaving Frank behind to reload in the bushes.
Over and over and over again.
Okay, rightio. Right. So okay then. Oh, bing bong. Yeah. Right. Okay. So you make your way. So you do this and head towards the edge, creep towards the edge of the tree line, and to spy this settlement. Here we go. So everybody should see the settlement. Yes. Everybody sees the settlement?
Nope.
No, it doesn't
No,
need.
nothing changed
Unless
yet.
we zoom out.
Oh, it's not. That's weird.
We're still on rum cake.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
Nice.
Oh, it looks lovely.
And not Spanish, it's Port Nelson. Very good.
Port Nelson. So you spy a sleepy-looking shantytown made of palm frond huts, driftwood shacks. There's a makeshift jetty and dozens. It extends beyond what you can just see here. But there are dozens of tents and tarps for like makeshift shelters. Spending some time sitting and watching this place, you guess there's somewhere between 30, 40, maybe 50 people here, living here. There seems to be some transient population, people that are like just using this as a stop-off point. But most people that you can see are lazing around in under tarps, in hammocks, or sleeping on the beach. You can see there's a bar here, whereas people sat around drinking. This building here, from like standing around and observing, this appears to be like a larger tavern itself. This like an outside bar, and then this larger tavern. Then there's like this central area, which kind of like looks where like tarps set up, covering like boxes and barrels, like so all stacked up, like kind of like a storage area. Then you got this, which is like a lookout tower, and then the rest you're not sure whether they're whether they're functional buildings or homes. There looks to be some kind of trading post on the dock. And there is currently anchored off some way off the dock is what is it? Let me see.
Another raft.
There is a anchored just some little way off the shore, away from the dock, is a tartane. It's a ship, like a small ship, about a little bit bigger than a sloop. And pulled up on the beach at the side, just about here, is a longboat.
Mm-hmm.
So away to the tartane.
Sorry?
So with the longboat away to the tartane that's anchored off. Sure.
Yeah, well, you could either it's not immediately accessible, so you could either get to it by boat, obviously you could use the longboat to get to it by raft, or by swimming. But yeah, so it's not immediately. The tartane is kind of off.
Yeah,
off
sorry,
the
that,
bottom.
yeah. So when you said the longboat, that's what I meant. So the longboat
It's transport.
is-
for the other boat.
is
The shuttle.
between, yeah.
The longboat is pulled up on the beach. Is about here.
Right, it's the shuttle.
Cool.
So it's civilized. It's at least semi-civilized.
Um,
I put my
It
clothes
begs the
on.
question: why aren't they using the ship to go back? They can't be shipwrecked. They've clearly chosen to be here and stay here.
oh yeah, this settlement looks. It's well established. It's kind of, like I say, it's a little more than a shanty town, but it's well established.
And there's no means on the island we fell upon to ferment alcohol, but that's a tavern. So one must presume it's coming in via trade. So what are they offering in exchange? Interesting.
Birds. Maybe fish. There's a lot of fish in the bay.
Yeah. I wonder whether I don't think you know this, Marcus or Frank Skulkin, isn't he? Frank Skulkin.
We know the
What are you
number.
doing to say me? I'm with the bushes.
We found evidence of a itinerant visit to our island, but there's a trail of blood, so I presume it dissuaded anyone from reading. But I wonder whether it's these people who were visiting our island.
Possibility, which is, it appears to be civilized, and you
Well-
would assume that there is a trade channel lane on the ocean.
Well, they won't be self-sufficient, would they? From what their island's anything like our island. There's no, they can't.
Oh,
possibly-
this is far. I mean, like I said, this place is teeming with wildlife.
Compared to ours,
It's covered
advanced,
with
where we
trees. There's like palm. There's coconut trees.
Yeah, this
there's-
one sustains
this,
life.
This could easily, yeah. Like I said, this settlement is well established. So these people clearly, have been living here. Maybe subsisting off the land, probably, and a combination of that and trade, probably.
Trade and Do we announce ourselves? Do we approach and announce ourselves as shipwrecked? And
I think our captain should speak for their crew.
Yes.
Mark, it's always best to tell the truth. It's the easiest thing to remember. We were shipwrecked on our island, and what's troubling is they've gone to all this trouble. They've got two very fine taverns, but no church, no place of worship. What manner of people is this? Have no place of worship.
they may find their god at the bottom of a tankard of rum.
It must
For the bushes. Amen for the bushes.
What I'm cautioning is that the facade of civilization is nothing more than that. It appears that this is a
Godless society.
Savages, you mean?
amazing.
possibly, but I mean they've got a tavern. That's civilization, isn't it? But of a fashion. Anyway, Captain, what is it we're going to do next? I'm happy to make first contact, as it
We're
were.
going to make a friendly first contact. We're going to attempt to be diplomatic and friendly. We're going to, and depending on who we meet and how it goes, I think we're going to tell them the truth about what happened. Maybe not about the treasure we're seeking, but like what happened to us and why we ended up on the other island.
Yes.
Can we see anyone from where we are?
Oh yeah, there's people all over the place. Yeah, like I said, there's somebody there's people at the trading post. There's people sat around at the at this bar. You can see people milling around. Outside. You obviously can't see inside these buildings, but you can see people outside this tavern. There's people just lazing around on the beach, sleeping, sat around, drinking, fishing off the rocks, fishing off the docks. Yeah, just people. Just people, people just going about their daily lives, really. You can smell. You can probably you can see the source of the the source of the smoke, this column of smoke comes from this tavern as well. You can you can smell. There's a smell of cooking,
Perhaps
which
we should go
reminds
there
you,
first.
perhaps, of how hungry you all are.
Yeah, we've only had a bit of spider up me last night.
Spider crab, it was
This is
good.
true.
But yeah, we could eat again. Should we go see what's
Yeah.
up in the tavern?
Yes, I wonder what the means of exchanges on this island.
And
Buggery.
as you say this, you for the first as you say buggery. This for the first time you notice this shifty-eyed pirate, long greasy hair, and picking at his teeth with a pitted blade, and he's just stood, just maybe 10-15 feet away in the bushes, also looking a bit. A bit shifty. And he says, you're looking for work?
Who's asking?
And I guess we will leave it there.
Oh,
No.
very good.
Fantastic.
I feel like we should have made this much progress in like half of the first session.
I think you'll feel
That's
that
how it
way as
goes.
well.
That's how it goes.
Yeah. So yeah, there we go. We'll pick that up.
No,
maybe
we're not going to
next
forget
week,
this time.
after-
We do character development at the end of the game, Phil.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we will do character development, but yes, I'm just saying next session probably will not be on Boxing Day. So I would say it's probably going to be either the 2nd of January or the 9th of January, depending on what we decide and what's convenient for everybody. But I guess we can decide that later. So yes, so we will be so we'll do character development first. But well, yeah, I guess you've reached a milestone, so I guess you all deserve some reward for that.
A little something.
So if we'll just go so it doesn't get chaotic. If who wants to go first and click on their gain experience button?
Casey hasn't done one before. Casey can do it.
Casey, yes. So Casey, if you open
First,
your
Casey.
character sheet, and at the top of your character sheet, you will see a button
Yep.
that says gain experience or something to that effect. And if you click on that, it will roll some dice and see if your ability scores increase and various other things.
Oh yeah, we can just do it at the touch of one button, can't we?
Yeah, you can. There we go.
Have a bunch of
Okay,
high ones.
so your strength. So you've gained some strength. You've gained some agility. You've gained some presence. You've gained some toughness and spirit. Wow, everything's.
And 5 hit points.
It looks like everything. It looks like everything's gone up. Yeah. Your hit points, you still have to heal them up. So you've gone up to 12 hit points.
Maximum 3 by 5. Jeez,
Nice.
that's good.
Right. So was one other thing you need to do. You also get another spell, another rite. So if you click on the Sea Witch, or where it says Sea Witch, you'll open up the class card and hope. Oh no, it doesn't give you permission, does it? Let me give you permission so you can click on so you can do that. Sea
Is
Witch.
that on top of the spiritual ward thing again? There's an arcane ritual at the bottom. Is that a different thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see. So there you go. Okay, so you should be able to see the Sea Witch roll table. So if you the tab that has got that looks like a bullet pointed list under the book on the right hand side,
Okay.
you should see a folder that says Sea Witch and a table that says Rites of the Wind. If you hover over it, it's called the icon says rollable tables.
And I just click draw result.
That's it. Yeah. Just click on draw result. Yeah, there you go. And so you got Squall, so I'll drop that onto your character sheet.
Oh.
Okay.
Squall. Call down Storm and Fury for 1d4 plus Spirit in rounds. Each turn test Spirit to see who gets hit by lightning for d12 damage. Success, a random enemy. Critical, all enemies and the spell ends. Failure, a random ally. Fumble, all allies and the spell ends.
Those fumbles are harsh on the spells and the rights. Wow.
Okay. So that's Nia's experience done, development done. So who wants to go next?
Megan. Let's continue ladies first.
Gain experience. Go.
Good luck. You lost an agility. Oh,
Max
wait.
HP increased by 5.
HP.
Oh, it does all the
sorry.
strength stuff.
You lost
I
it.
lost
yeah,
the
well,
strength. Oh,
You lost
God.
your strength. You gain a class feature, sneaky bastard.
Nice.
Well, let's
Fine,
put that. So
fine.
let's put that. So you can drag that. The if you can drag that.
I think it already adds it to you.
Does it? If it's
Yeah.
Okay.
Among the dead men, you find nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so yeah, I remember. Yeah. So like you were saying. So Casey, you got amongst the dead. You found an arcane ritual, which I'm going to say is what was in that leather-bound tome. That leather-bound book. A spiritual, you get a ritual, which is spiritual ward, which should have been added onto your character sheet, I think. Let's double check, see if it has. It has spiritual ward. So you can cast 2 rituals, and you can cast. Yes, you can cast 2 every day. It refreshes the number of rituals you can cast. It's the D4 plus your spirit. So today you can cast 2. You can cast a ritual twice. A spiritual ward is one creature gains D4 armor basically for up to 2 days, and it works. It stacks with any normal armor.
Very nice.
Okay, so who's going next? So Alice, I guess if we're going ladies
We're
first.
doing ladies
still?
first. It'll be Alice
Why
next.
not?
Aye. Who the fuck is Alice? 2 hit
Okay.
points. Gain strength. Gain
Maximum hit
agility,
points are
gain
increased by
presence,
2.
Gain toughness. Lose spirit.
Gains once.
It does that automatically, does it?
Yeah. It
Yeah.
makes all the changes automatically. You find nothing amongst the dead. Okay, so who's going next?
Bertha, would you like to go next?
Yeah, sure thing. I could do that. Gain experience. Experience. That's a lot of ones.
There's a lot of ones, wasn't it? What did we get?
Get a 1 hit point.
1 hit point.
Gain 1 strength, gain 1 agility, gain a presence, lose 1 toughness, gain a spirit, and you gain a class feature, fixed bayonets, and got some bayonet.
Ooh, alright.
And amongst the dead, you find nothing.
Hmm.
So that'll have added them automatically to your character sheet.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Okay.
Would you like to go
So
next,
fixed
guy?
bayonets, what does that do? You now have a bayonet. You can
Let's
attack
go.
with it on the same turn that you reload.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
So you can reload and stab somebody with a
So
bayonet.
instead of just this, you can
Who's
do
going
that.
next?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Reverend gets 2 hit points, loses a point of strength, gains a point of agility, gains a point of presence, gains a point of toughness, gains a point of spirit, and gains a class feature, Divine Light. And among the dead, you find nothing. Divine Light, bright light, radiates from V for up to D6 times 10 minutes. Enemies that see it are -2 to defend against you.
Very good.
So it blinds them. It makes it easier. It makes it easier to defend
Did
against.
you get an agility point as well? So you peg leg start
I'm
to
used
work.
to-
a little bit,
Yeah,
yeah.
a bit more nimble.
Getting
it's
better
good.
at walking on his peg leg.
You done yours,
You
Dave?
know, we don't put the HP up to maximum, do we? We
No, you have to rest it to
got to
heal
rest
it
up
back.
to that. Yeah.
Painful to see, isn't it? As your HP goes up, but you can't.
Bring it
actually-
up.
Doesn't it actually go up? Yeah. Have you went, Dave? Have you done yours?
Yeah, I've done mine.
Just me to go then.
Yep.
Yeah, just you then, yeah.
Let's go. Okay, what have we got?
You also got backstabber.
Six.
That's a suitable.
Hit points.
suitable
6
one.
hit points.
6 HP,
One
gain a
strength,
strength,
one
gain
agility.
agility, gain presence, gain toughness, gain spirit. Got a class feature and found
Class
nothing.
feature.
So apart from finding nothing, that was an all-round win.
Yeah.
Backstabber. If you attack by surprise from hiding, distracted enemy, etc., lower the attack DR by 2 and deal D2 extra damage. If taken
Superb.
again, draw a card. Black, lower DR by 1 more. Red, increased damage dice. Or Joker, both.
Superb.
So if you get the feature and another level up, I guess.
Also, that's 2 good dice. That's 2 good rolls I've had on leveling up hit points. I've now got a maximum of 19 on that.
Bloody hell.
It's no bad, eh? Considering a lot of us started with 1.
Enjoying your second character still, eh? This is
Yeah,
second
it's still my second. I think everybody's on
So-
second except
so-
Territor
yes.
is on his third.
You can be so pissed off, Oliver, when that character dies, though, aren't you, mate?
Yeah, so there we go. So we will be back after the new year. So hopefully everybody's still enjoying our foray into Pirate Borg. I think it's running a little bit smoother, bit by bit.
Been
Come back
fabulous,
around a bit
mate.
better this time.
You're
enjoying
you're
that
just
lot.
getting more brutal as it goes.
It is.
That's usually how Phil's games go, Dave. Pretty much the gist of the Phil's
Yeah.
games. Hey mate, you like to hurt us.
Yeah, I don't do happy endings in games, or very rarely. I mean, for instance, with what is it? Yeah, it's Electric State, isn't it? Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, it is tomorrow.
Yeah. Which ended on end on a happy note, didn't it? Last time.
Because I watch those live, so don't spoil anything.
Tune in here on Brotherhood of the Dice on Twitch TV tomorrow night, 8
Absolutely,
o'clock
tomorrow
UK time
night.
to see us.
And if you miss that, it's available on the
It'll be available on the YouTubes.
RxOliver.
Yeah. Indeed. So yes, so we will be back with Pirate Borg in the new year. It'll be up on the schedule at some point, I imagine. So yeah, thank you very much.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everybody.
Yes, indeed.
Christmas.
Arse.